So a 306 goals against, 917 save percentage. He also scored a goal in that game for the Ice Hogs. 8 career games against Milwaukee. Brossoit is 5-2, a 2.96 goals against, 91.1% save percentage. Brossoit played for Edmonton of the Western Hockey League from 2008 through 2013. 6th round pick of the Calgary Flames in 2011, the 164th overall selection. He has 140 games of NHL experience. For the Admirals, it'll be Matt Murray making his 34th appearance of the season, a record of 14-16-2, 2.91 goals against, 903 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Last year, 43 games, 28-10-5 record, 2.07 goals against, 932 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. This year against San Jose, 2 games, he's 1-1. He has been peppered in those games, stopping 70 of 76, 39 shots in the first game against San Jose. That was out in San Jose in October, and 37 last night. He has a goals against at 3, save percentage at .921. The career for Murray against San Jose, 4 games, a 2-2 record, 3.03 goals against, and a .917 save percentage. Murray played college hockey at UMass from 2017 through 2022. He has 4 games of National Hockey League experience. For every momentum-changing Admirals power play goal this season, Traction Factory and the Admirals Power Play Foundation team up to donate $50 to ABCD after breast cancer diagnosis. So far, 47 power play goals, $2,350. Traction Factory, creating momentum in our community. For every Admirals shot on goal this season, Right Height donates $2 to the We Energy STEM Center at MSOE. The Milwaukee Admirals Power Play Foundation matches that donation. So far, 1,472 shots on goal. That's $2,944. Out of 32 teams, Milwaukee ranks 21st with an average of 27.77 shots per game, while San Jose ranks number 1, 32.6 shots on goal per contest. Defensively, the Admirals rank 24th with an average allowance of 29.28 per game, while San Jose ranks 12th, allowing an average of 27.81 shots on goal per contest. Ian's Pizza providing a variety of classic, vegan, and specialty slices daily, including mac and cheese, buffalo chicken, and cheesy potato ranch. Now hiring team members and managers at all 3 Milwaukee locations, Eastside, Downtown, and Story Hill. For more information and to view the full menu, head to ianspizza.com and follow on Facebook and Instagram at Ian's Pizza MKE. Ian's Pizza, the people's pizza. Latest transaction for the Admirals took place yesterday when forward Kalen Lind was recalled from ECHL Atlanta. This transaction report brought to you by Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport, where your Milwaukee Admirals choose to fly. With more than 30 nonstop destinations, affordable parking, and an easy travel experience, hometown team, hometown airport, fly MKE. Tonight's officials, as assigned by the American Hockey League, the linesmen are Josh Rosenbaum and TJ Lyle. The referees are Adam Tobias and Sean Davis. It's a Saturday, so obviously a busy day across pro hockey. They're in the third. Bridgeport leads Providence 4-1. Hartford leading Hershey 2-1 early in the second. After one period, Iowa at Springfield. That is a 0-0 game. Also just underway, Utica and Belleville. That, again, just underway. Starting in moments, you'll have Charlotte at Lehigh Valley. 7 o'clock Central, Chicago hosts Texas. 8 o'clock Central, Calgary is at Coachella Valley. Also at 8 o'clock, San Diego hosting Rockford. 9 o'clock Central, Abbotsford hosts Colorado. You have Tucson at Bakersfield. Finals from earlier today in a shootout. Laval beat Rochester 4-3. Former Admiral Mark Del Gaizo had a goal in that game. Grand Rapids wins at Cleveland 3-1. National Hockey League, 11 games today. The Admirals parent club Nashville, Zach LaRue with a goal. Nashville at Buffalo, that is a 1-1 game late in the second. Also in the second, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh tied at 3. Tampa Bay visits Toronto in a minute. It'll be Utah at Columbus, Vancouver at Winnipeg. Also in just a few minutes, Montreal at LA. 9 o'clock tonight, Carolina visits Calgary. San Jose will host the Islanders at 9 p.m. Central. It'll be Ottawa at Seattle. Finals earlier today, Boston beat the Capitals 3-1, and the New Jersey Devils beat the New York Rangers 6-3. Here it's the Milwaukee Admirals and the San Jose Barracuda. We'll drop the puck when we return to Landmark Credit Union Rink at the historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
General Manager Scott Nickel, Assistant General Manager Ryan Costello, Head Coach Carl Taylor, Assistant Coach Greg Rollo, and Assistant Coach Matt Donovan. Goaltending Coach Jason Barron, Video Coach Amanda Long, Head Athletic Trainer George Bullock Jr., Strength and Conditioning Coach Nathan Williams, Equipment Manager Luke Ikis. Team Physical Therapist provided by Aurora Sports Health. Team Physicians are provided by Advocate Aurora, Team Dentist Hannah Draper and Alan Kimmel, Team Chiropractor Apps Chiropractic, and Downtown Chiropractic. Fans, please stand if you are able and remove your caps, and military personnel and veterans of military service render a hand salute. Presenting our colors tonight, Pack 161, and performing the Star Spangled Banner, Waukesha North and South High School Choirs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, fans, it is time for Admirals Hockey.
From Landmark Credit Union Rink at historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, this is Milwaukee Admirals hockey. The Admirals wearing the home navy blue with the Lake Michigan blue and white trim, white numbers on the back. In goal to my left is Matt Murray. On defense, Christopher Setoff paired up with Jack Mateer. And up front, David Edstrom will center Sean Elliman on the left wing and Cole O'Hara on the right. San Jose in the road, gray with the white, black, and teal trim. White numbers on the back. In goal to the right, Laurent Brossois. On defense, Lucas Carlson and Luca Cagnoni. And up front, Jimmy Huntington will center Igor Afanasiev on the left wing and Donovan Houle on the right. Referees are Adam Tobias and Sean Davis. The linesmen TJ Lyle and Josh Rosenbaum. Fourth and final meeting between the Admirals and the Barracuda. Second of two here in Milwaukee. The Admirals are off until Wednesday when they host Rockford. That will be the final game of Milwaukee's six-game homestand. Tonight is the Admirals' 29th home game, so 7 home games remaining on the schedule. Huntington and Edstrom at center, and the puck is dropped as it's pushed around at neutral. It comes to the left wing boards. Red line, Sean Elliman will send it up, and it hops the stick of Brossois behind the net, getting from the far corner to the near. Edstrom will play it behind the goal. Elliman drags it to the corner, then sends it on the rim, but it's intercepted by Afanasiev on the left wing. He'll move it right. Donovan Houle at the red line will chip the puck into the Admirals zone, far corner, where Jack Mateer will backhand it away, left wing. Elliman scored the Admirals goal last night. He'll move it left to right at the Milwaukee line. David Edstrom will step up to the red line and toss it deep to the near corner where Carlson and O'Hara bump. Now Elliman crashes in as he wrapped up from behind by Jimmy Huntington. Those two lived together when they played for Syracuse in the American Hockey League. The pass comes to the front of the net, and out comes Donovan Houle after Cagnoni poked it to him. Houle to the San Jose blue line, chipped it to the Admirals line. Afanasiev was tied up by Molendijk, and the Admirals come away with it as Edstrom moves it ahead. In now Ryder Ralston to the right circle. Ralston hits the brakes as he gets to the right hash marks, looks back at the line, nothing there. He'll pass it to the front of the net. It was deflected past Ratcliffe to the far wall. Oasis Weisblad on the left wing boards. Sends it on the rim to the corner. The defender, Matthias Havelid, tried to knock it away. It bounces from him behind the net where Philip Biestedt will play it off the near boards. Anglin trying to hold against Afanasiev. It's tipped toward the middle of the ice, and Biestedt will pick it up as he skates to the center dot and banks it into the far corner off the right wing boards. Molendijk ties him up, and Weisblad will take it away for the Admirals. His outlet blocked to center. Nick Leddy playing his first AHL game since 2013, January of 2013 when he was with Rockford. Played it ahead. A rink-wide pass from the right circle into the slot is blocked away. And now in the far corner, it's Igor Chernyshov for San Jose. Leaving it there and moving toward the net, passing into the crease. was San Jose's Oliver Wahlstrom. It was knocked away, and the Admirals will bank it off the board to center ice. Noah Beck moves it left to right. Pass tipped back into the Admiral zone where Kyle Marino, after it hopped the stick of Colin White, Marino will move it to the Milwaukee left circle for Osterley. Right for Andreas Englund. And now to the blue line on the right wing. Austin Roost will play it to the red. Kyle Marino gets it knocked away. Andrew Gibson on the ice to move it to the middle of the Milwaukee line. And Osterley's pass up the middle, tipped in deep by Roost to the far corner. Roost gets there ahead of the defenseman Beck. But the puck sent away to the far circle where it's then tipped to the slot and then poked behind the net by Kalen Lind. Beck will send it around, picked off by Osterley, whose pass to the slot went off the outside of Lind's left skate. Quentin Mustio had 2 goals last night, tried to chip it in as he crossed the red line on the right wing, but it hit the linesman. He does throw it deep as both clubs get a change. The Admirals do have possession with Osterley behind the Milwaukee net. 2.5 gone in the first, neither team with a shot on goal, a 0-0 game. Osterley into the right circle. Right wing to the red line. Andrew Gibson's pass deflects into the San Jose zone. Cagnoni in the left circle. Sends it right wing out of the reach of Patrick Giles. It'll bounce toward the front of the net where Gibson will clear it from the front of the goal to the left hash marks. Navrin Mutter pushed it to the blue line. Held in, however, by Anthony Vincent. Right hash marks. Vincent finds Giles. Giles forced back to the right point. Then he tried to throw it to the corner, but his pass was blocked down by Joey Willis. And Gibson will send it to the red line on the right wing where it's dumped deep by Josh Davies. 16:55 to go in the first period, 0-0 game. Mutter in the near corner takes a shoulder. Puck comes to Brendan Hoffman, who chips it off the near glass to neutral. Knocked away from Giles. Offside will be the call against the Admirals as it was pushed back across into the San Jose zone. 16:46 remaining in this first period. A 0-0 game between the Admirals and the Barracuda here in Milwaukee. Jimmy Huntington back out to take the faceoff. Across from Milwaukee's David Edstrom. Top 2 power play teams in the league. San Jose number 1. They were number 1 last season. The Admirals have dropped to number 2. Huntington is kicked out of the faceoff. In comes Donovan Houle to take the draw for San Jose with Milwaukee's David Edstrom. And the puck to the San Jose zone. Letty from the left circle to the right. Havel it up the middle. That went off a few skates into the Admirals zone near trapezoid line where Christopher Setoff with Afanasiev on his back. Skates to the left corner, got it ahead to Element, who tipped it to neutral, and then it rolls into the offensive zone off the stick of O'Hara. Letty on the far boards will play it around his net, left corner. Huntington will get it to center ice. Jack Mateer is hammered from behind. Boy, that was some whiplash there from Donovan Houle. David Edstrom at neutral ice as he moves left. The puck tipped from him. O'Hara follows. He'll backhand it to the right point where Jack Mateer dumps it into the corner. Edstrom is there for Milwaukee, tied up with Nick Letty. Matthias Havelid digs it free and passes to the right circle for Donovan Houle. Houle skates out of the San Jose zone, sends it rink wide, picked off by Ratcliffe off the bench. He'll move it to the offensive zone for O'Hara. Gave it to Ratcliffe, bottom of the near circle, backhander save, and it's popped around in the air. And finally, Brossois, after a bit of a scramble, covers it up. 15:56 to go in the first period, a 0-0 game. 2 shots there for Ratcliffe. 2 shots for the team now. A 0-0 contest between the Admirals and the Barracuda. The draw will be to the left, the glove side of Laurent Brossois. Oasis Weisblatt will take the face-off across from Philip Biestedt, former first-round pick of the Sharks back in 22. The draw pushed to the near boards. Noah Beck will play it off the glass. This goes the length over the outstretched right hand of a leaping Molendijk, but Chernyshov will get there at the same time as Englund, so no icing. Molendijk helps out, and he'll drag the puck behind, but he turned it over on the far circle, and now a penalty coming to San Jose. A holding penalty coming at 4:18 against Igor Chernyshov will put Milwaukee on the power play. Now check that. It's going to be against Oliver Wahlstrom, who scored his 21st goal, which leads San Jose, 21st goal last night. So at 4:18, Wahlstrom will go for holding. Since January 22nd, the Admirals just 9 for 69 on the power play, but overall the Admirals second in the league at 24%, 22.9% at home. San Jose's penalty kill 17th at 81.6%, but marvelous on the road at 87.8%, second in the league. Edstrom and Giles on the draw. The Admirals win it. Here's Molendijk, left point. Wrister went wide of the far post. Austin Roost to the left hash marks. Lost the battle to San Jose's Chernyshov, who ices the puck. Murray out of the net to leave it in the near circle for Molendijk. 1:45 remaining in the Admirals power play. The first of the night, Molendyk to center. The Admirals were 0 for 3 last night on the power play. Right wing feed found O'Hara just across the San Jose line. Hache poked at it, but the Admirals get it deep. Here's Austin Roost with a backhander in the crease. The puck bouncing around, and it's covered up on the far pipe by Brossoit. 15:13 to go in the first period. 1:31 remaining in the penalty. San Jose's Oliver Wahlstrom. The draw will be to the right of Brossoit as Huntington comes out with Vincent, Hache, and Carlson. Edstrom, O'Hara, Osterley, Roost, and Molendyk for Milwaukee. Huntington and Edstrom in the far circle to the right of Laurent Brossoit. Waiting for everybody to be situated. Edstrom and Huntington lean in. The face-off, the Admirals control. Osterley will skate it back to the middle of the line, then feed it left for Molendyk. Back to the right. The pass hits a skate of Vincent, comes to center. Osterley on the right wing. Threw it back into the Admirals' left circle. Tanner Molendyk holding as Jimmy Huntington falls back. Molendyk will skate to center ice. Molendyk to the blue line. Leaves it at the left point for Edstrom. Center point Osterley. Trying to shake Vincent. He banks it into the far corner. It got past Edstrom behind the San Jose goal. The clearing attempt found its way to the slot. Gloved down by Vincent, who skates left wing, and from just inside the San Jose blue line, he'll backhand it on the near boards all the way behind Murray. 57 seconds remaining in the penalty to Wahlstrom. Gibson right wing to the red line. He'll drop it for Mateer, and now left wing Oasis Weisblatt to the left wing boards. Ratcliffe sends it behind the goal. Gibson in the near corner. Andrew Gibson pushed down by Hache. The puck cleared to the line, held in by Mateer, center point. Mateer will load a shot. That one's blocked in front by Donovan Houle. Chipped to the far wall. Ralston held it right on the line. He's crunched by Houle. Got the puck in the air to the far circle where it's gloved down by Ratcliffe, and then as it dropped to the ice, it was slapped away to the near circle by Beestead and cleared the length of the ice by Braden Hache. 25 seconds remaining in the Admirals power play. First of the night, Jack Mateer will pass it right wing for Andrew Gibson. Gibson will get to the San Jose line and play it deep. Gibson chases with Cagnoni. Behind the goal, Ralston is there too for Milwaukee, as is Nick Leddy for the Barracuda. Ratcliffe joins in. The puck to the left hash marks Oasis Weisblatt. Weisblatt setting up. He sends it to the far corner. Ryder Ralston. Left hash marks Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe spinning. Feeds it to Mateer. Penalty over. Right circle Gibson. It rolled over his stick. He'll chase it down to the goal line in the right corner. Play it behind the net. Weisblatt will move it to the far corner for Ralston. Ralston tied up by Leddy. He'll backhand it to the corner again for Weisblatt. Weisblatt trying to spin away from Chernyshov. Weisblatt knocked to the ice. Nick Leddy will get rid of the puck right wing, and out comes Wahlstrom as he makes his way to the center dot. He'll dribble one, two-hopper to the near corner where Tanner Molendyk scoops it up. 13:15 to go in the first. Shots 3-0 for the Admirals, a 0-0 game as the Barracuda killed the Admirals power play. Back at his own blue line, Musty to the middle of that line for Matthias Havelid. Havelid stops, but then gets the puck ahead, and into the offensive zone comes Colin White to the left circle. Halton him with a shot, blocked down by Molendyk. The pass through the crease on the follow-up. Didn't connect on the far post. It's blocked back to the line, held in by Quentin Musty. Musty moving to his left, leaves it at the point. Noah Beck feeds Musty going to the net. He shoots and scores! Quentin Musty lobs it over the right shoulder of Matt Murray as he goes to the net. At 7:12 of the first period, Quentin Musty will score his third goal of the weekend, his 13th of the season. San Jose takes a 1-0 lead. Noah Beck will get the assist. That will be his first career point in the American League.
Number 13, Quentin Musty. Assisted by number 70, Noah Beck. Time of that goal, 7:12.
12:48 to go in the first. 1-0 San Jose. Shots are 3-1 for the Admirals. Back in his zone on the right circle. Mateer will get it to center ice. Sean Element will lift it just outside the Barracuda line to the far hash marks. Then he threw it to the front, but it's broken up by Cagnoni. Element crashing into the far corner. Now O'Hara helping on the far trapezoid line. His centering attempt picked off in the far circle by Donovan Houle. Ahead to Afanasiev, who makes it to center. He tried to drop it off for Houle, but the pass didn't click. And then O'Hara had it knocked away from him by Jimmy Huntington. And now San Jose has it once again as Cagnoni in the left circle will move it right. Lucas Carlson. From the red line on the right wing, Carlson will send it around the glass from the far corner to the near hash marks. Weisblatt played it to the corner. Mateer sends it around the net, left circle where the clearing attempt is blocked down from setoff. Second effort got to Weisblatt at neutral. He's tied up against the boards by Carlson. Weisblatt, Jimmy Huntington poked it ahead, and here's Igor Afanasiev, swept away from him by Mateer to Element. Element then gets it knocked away by Huntington. Setoff cuts him off in the far circle. Setoff playing his second game with the Admirals after being acquired from the Vegas organization. San Jose reloads at neutral as both clubs were getting a change. A shot across the line from Carlson, gloved and held by a standing Murray, will get a break. 11:40 remaining in the first period. Quentin Musty has the Barracuda up. It's San Jose 1, Milwaukee nothing. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Coors Light Cup stacking, and we're going to rip it up. We got Brad, Ken, and Andy ready to roll. All they can use is the balloon. No hands. First to stack all the cups wins. 3, 2, 1, go! Low in, moving around. Brad is double stacking. That's a great maneuver here on the corner. Andy making a late push on the far end. Andy's got some ruckus friends. He brought his rowdy friends on a Saturday night, but Brad brought the wind and gets the win. Go and grab an icy cold Coors Light in the chill zone.
Tonight's hockey game brought to you by Landmark Credit Union, the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals. Hey fans, Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial is the proud new sponsor of the Milwaukee Admirals Interactive Zone on the main concourse at historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. Check out the Modern Woodman Family Village next time you're at the arena. Visit their photo booth, bubble hockey station, inflatable shoot-a-puck, and so much more. 11:40 remaining in the first period. Shots on the scoreboard read 3-1 in favor of Milwaukee. But the Barracuda up on Quentin Musty's 13th of the season and his third this weekend. Oasis Weisblatt will take the face-off with Philip Biestet of the Barracuda. With a draw to the glove side of Matt Murray. Admirals defending the net to the left. Biestet rolled it to the net, but Osterley there to cut it off. He'll move and pass it to center where it found its way to Ralston. He tipped it ahead, gets to the right circle. Ralston shoots off the blocker from inside the near circle. Save made by Brossois. Left point Osterley holds. He'll lob it in the air to the far corner. As it bounced off the dasher, it'll be played by Hache around the net to the left corner. Noah Beck got it to Biestet, who coughed it up, and Ralston will skate off the wall, get to the slot. A backhander save, Brossois. Ralston, a wraparound attempt, went through the crease from the near post to the far wall. Osterley to the point, Gibson. Right circle, Ralston. Through the slot, knocked away from Osterley to the corner, off the stick of Wahlstrom. Osterley will grab hold, spin on the far trapezoid line, and then dish it to the left point for Gibson. Wrister to the net, tipped in front, save Brossois, and he hangs on. Good buzz from the Admirals as Weisblatt, Hache, Ratcliffe get into a shove in front of the cage. 10:59 remaining in the first period. A 1-0 San Jose lead. The draw will be to the right of San Jose goaltender Laurent Brossois. The draw to the right of Brossois as San Jose will send out Patrick Giles to take the draw. Milwaukee counters with Austin Roost. Roost out with Kalen Lind and Kyle Marino. Lind just called up yesterday from ECHL Atlanta. Roost is kicked out of the circle by the linesman. Kyle Marino will take the draw with Patrick Giles of San Jose. And the faceoff, won by Giles. Matthias Havelet in the far corner. Lifts it up on the glass. It'll dribble to center where it's knocked away by the Admirals' Christopher Setoff. He'll move it left to right at the red line for Roost. And Roost skates it ahead on the right from the blue line. He'll dump it deep. Havelet takes a bump from Roost behind the goal. Roost comes back to the near post with possession. Skating toward the point. He'll pass it right point. Mateer with a shot. Pinballed off the shins of Brendan Hoffman around the goal. A centering attempt on the far post is deflected to the slot where a clearing attempt by Havelet is blocked. And now Marino has it right circle. Marino spins to the right wing boards. Winds the puck around the net. Nick Leddy in the far corner. Cleared it but not out. Held in left point. Setoff will play it back to the far corner. The Admirals' Marino. Behind the net for Kalen Lind. Centering on the far post. It's blocked down. Puck slapped at, and it's taken away by Anthony Vincent, who skates to the right wing wall. Then he makes it to center, where he passes left wing for Giles. Giles tried to move it to the slot. Puck knocked free. Back comes Austin Roost. 1-on-3 from the right wing boards at the blue line of San Jose. He'll play it deep. 10:03 to go in the first period. Shot 6-1 for the Admirals, but a 1-0 lead for the Barracuda. At center ice, Edstrom after a missed pass. Edstrom carries back into the San Jose zone, moves to the left point, and dumps the puck on the rim. Element behind the goal. He had fallen down. He gets back up and ties the puck up between his skates and Lucas Carlson's behind the net. The puck slid toward the far trapezoid line where Colin White's pass is blocked back to the corner by Edstrom. Now O'Hara out of the far corner, skates to the top of the left circle, threw it to the net, and Element couldn't get the deflection. Right hash marks held by Molendijk. Sends it back to the corner. Element skating out of the corner to the near wall where he's pinned to the boards from behind by Colin White. Lucas Carlson and Quentin Musty in there, as is Cole O'Hara of Milwaukee. 9:22 to go in the first period, a 1-0 San Jose lead. The puck bouncing around. Element got it to the point. Englund to the left circle. Molendijk with a lane. He whiffed on the shot. The puck to the left point. O'Hara will hold and backhand it to the far corner. Cagnoni behind the net. Stolen from him by Edstrom, who works back to the far trapezoid line. Now further to the left wing boards, where he'll leave it in the corner now for Josh Davies. Davies flops it behind the net. Pinching from the right point. Ralston. He'll get it deep to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe skates out of the right corner to the top of the right circle. Good work from the Admirals. They got to put it in. Here's Ratcliffe with a wrister that missed the net. Quentin Musty in the near corner. A reverse bump on the Admirals' Weisblatt, knocking Oasis to the ice as Musty tries to kick it free. Ralston and Weisblatt working. Weisblatt shoved to the boards by Lucas Carlson, but the puck's still in the near corner. Played toward the blue line, backhanded away by White, who's hammered from behind by Ratcliffe. That's going to be a penalty against Isaac Ratcliffe at 11:32. Ratcliffe will go to the box at 11:32 for boarding. And now some push and shove behind the play between Musty and Oasis Weisblatt. Ratcliffe heading to the box. We've got a break. 8:28 remaining in the first. San Jose up 1-0. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Megan Brown. Megan is a breast cancer survivor and mentor at ABCD after breast cancer diagnosis in Milwaukee. She and her husband live in the Bayview neighborhood, but if you're looking for her tonight, she is with other ABCD mentors, and they can be found at the ABCD table on the West Concourse for anyone seeking support. Megan was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2022 and was introduced to ABCD by her healthcare provider. As someone who benefited from her firsthand experience with a trained ABCD mentor, she is motivated to share her experience with others who are dealing with their own life-changing diagnoses. ABCD provides free and confidential one-to-one emotional support to anyone impacted by a breast cancer diagnosis. After breast cancer diagnosis has served 112,000 people in all 50 states and 10 countries, and has made 9,728 one-to-one matches and has trained more than 1,000 mentors. Wow. So please join Traction Factory and the Admirals in thanking our Milwaukee.
8:28 to go first period. 1-0 Barracuda, and they go on the power play. Shots on the scoreboard 6-1 in favor of the Admirals. But the Barracuda go on the power play with Isaac Ratcliffe in the box for boarding at 11:32. San Jose's power play first in the league at 24.8%, 24% on the road. The Admirals penalty kill sixth at 84.7%, and on home ice 87.6%. San Jose is 3 out of 16 in 3 games on the power play against Milwaukee this year. The face-off will be in the Admiral zone. San Jose has one shot, and it was Quentin Musty's, which went high over the right shoulder of Matt Murray into the net. And it will be Philip Biested taking the draw in the near circle across from Milwaukee's David Edstrom. Edstrom and O'Hara, Englund and Mateer. For the second straight night, the Admirals playing without 6 of their top 8 scorers this year due to call-up and injury. The puck behind the Admirals' net, and Jack Mateer able to muscle it past Wallstrom, rimming it on the far board to the San Jose blue line. Cagnoni backs his way right to left, swivels the hips, and then leaves it at his blue line on the left for Philip Biested. Center dot. Chernishaw will dribble the one, and short hop caught by Matt Murray. He hangs on. 8:10 to go in the first period. 1:43 remaining in the penalty to Milwaukee's Isaac Ratcliffe. And then on top of that, the Admirals captain, Kevin Gravel, who logs a lot of minutes, obviously, as a shutdown defenseman. He's out with an illness tonight, as is Magnus Krona. A young man named Austin Schwab serving as the emergency backup goalie for the Admirals. He just finished 4 years at the Milwaukee School of Engineering here. Had a very good career with them. Barracuda win the draw, but the pass in the skates of Chernishaw above the far circle and tipped free by Mateer to Edstrom above the left circle in the Admiral zone, and he'll send it behind Brossois. 90 seconds to go in the power play. Cagnoni lost the handle. He got to the left wing boards, then threw it to the front of his net. Chernyshov will skate with it to the left wing red line. To the boards where Quentin Musty from the Admirals line dumps it deep. Chernyshov then gave it to Englund, who doesn't get much on the clearing attempt. Wallstrom kicked it down on the far boards, and Englund comes over to nudge it loose, and it'll be backhanded the length of the ice by Roost from the far wall into the near corner of the Barracuda zone. Joey Willis pressuring Cagnoni, and now he takes the puck behind the net. Willis with possession as he spins in the far corner, comes back to the near post. Willis gets to the slot, he turns and shoots, and a left pad save. Then Willis got his own rebound and a backhander off the back of the cage. Musty picking up the puck. He'll skate it to the middle of the blue line. Hits the red line, spins to his right, tried to drop it off. Willis broke it up. Second effort gets back between the circles in the San Jose zone, and Afanasiev will leave it for Carlson. Lucas Carlson to neutral, dropping it off for Colin White. White moves red line and then drops it for the trailing Afanasiev into the offensive zone. His left wing pass for Huntington broken up, but Afanasiev stole it back from Ralston to play it behind the goal. Huntington. Right hash marks for Haltinen. Far corner, Huntington. Right hash marks White. Center point, Lucas Carlson. 23 seconds on the power play. The Barracuda don't have a shot. Right circle to the far post. Huntington into the near circle, trying to sweep a pass. It's broken up by the Admirals' Ralston, intended for Afanasiev. Ralston ties up Igor, and Kyle Marino will clear it the length. Brossois then sends it back to the Admirals' line, where it's tipped by Colin White to the far hash marks. Afanasiev tried to center. It's picked off in the slot. Nobody was there except the Admirals' O'Hara. He'll dump it the length. Ratcliffe comes out of the box. San Jose did not get a shot. The Admirals had one. Advantage Milwaukee 9-1 in shots, but the Barracuda up 1-0 as the left wing, Brendan Hoffman, will send the puck from the blue line behind the Milwaukee goal. Bouncing through the skates of Giles to the far boards, where it's pushed to the blue line of Milwaukee, but not cleared by Edstrom. It's knocked back in by Braden Hache. Molendijk in the far corner. Moves it behind the Admirals goal, turned it over in the near circle to Anthony Vincent, whose shot is caught and held by Murray, and we'd get a break. 5:59 remaining in the first. It's San Jose 1, Milwaukee nothing. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Tonight's auction features great Admirals memorabilia. For more info and to bid, text Admirals to 76278 or visit Special Spaces Fan Services outside section 228. Once again, here's Billy.
All right, fans, pucker up. You see that sign, you know what time it is. Little romance early in the evening. Grab that special someone. It's the Harry's Bar and Grill Kiss Cam. Let's see some lovers and not this ugly guy up on the screen. That's a perfect start. No? Not interested? Let's see. Yes, the perfect kind. Oh my God, I'm so shocked that we got on the Kiss Cam.
Your summer plans start at Summerfest. Summer's biggest music festival takes over the lakefront from June 18th to the 20th, June 25th through the 27th, July 2nd through the 4th. See artists like Garth Brooks, Ed Sheeran, and many more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Visit summerfest.com for more information. Faceoff will be to the right of Admirals goaltender Matt Murray. The official stat sheet has the Admirals with 8 shots to 2 for San Jose. The scoreboard in this building has it 9-2 in favor of the Admirals. The draw to the right of Murray, as Patrick Giles will come out and take the faceoff. The Admirals will counter with Austin Roost. Roost, Lind, and Marino. Austin Roost, Patrick Giles on the draw to the right of Admirals goalie Matt Murray. 5:59 left first period, 1-0 Barracuda on top. And the face-off in the near Milwaukee circle. The Admirals defending the net to the left. And the face-off popped toward the middle of the line, poked past Noah Beck by Kalen Lind, but Beck chased it back to the red line, threw it back into the left San Jose circle where Hache moves it right. Beck will play it to center. Brendan Hoffman poking at it. He takes a bump and knocked to the ice by Kalen Lind. The puck to the middle of the Admirals line where Mateer will move it right wing to the red line. Roost will dribble it across the San Jose blue. Beck in the near circle. His outlet found its way to neutral. Tipped in to the Admiral zone where Giles is leaned on by Setoff as they go to the near corner. Patrick Giles and Setoff defending him. Marino trying to help as the puck is kicked behind the goal. Jack Mateer will skate it to the far circle. Give it for Roost. Roost will spin to the front of the net as He carries up the middle of the ice. Here's Roos to the red line. Left wing feed, Marino. Backhands the puck to the corner. Knocked back to the half wall on the left wing. Marino to the point. Osterley with a shot. That one's deflected off the shins of Beested. Picked up by Oliver Wallstrom, who carries into the Admirals zone. He got by Osterley. Got to the slot, but he shot it wide. Puck behind the Admirals net. Slap to the far hash marks. Matthias Havel will wind it back behind the goal. It comes to the near corner where the Admirals' Andrew Gibson pass is picked off above the near circle by Chernyshov. To the left point. Wrister by Letty. Turned aside by the right pad of the goalie Murray. Then follow up from the near circle, and Beested's shot is gobbled up by Matt Murray. 4:47 remaining in the first period. San Jose leading the Admirals 1-0 here at UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. Coming up in our first intermission, we'll hear from Admirals forward Sean Element, who scored the only Admirals goal last night. His first game back from an injury since January 27th. David Edstrom will take the face-off in the near circle with San Jose's Philip Beested. And Gibson got a pop-up high. San Jose gets the puck. Wallstrom from the left circle to the right for Beested, who turns and shoots. Sticked away by Murray over the glove of Wallstrom on the near boards. Cole O'Hara will skate it to center. His pass toward the middle of the ice was broken up by Beested, but then O'Hara steals it back. O'Hara, he'll cross the blue line, moving to the right circle. O'Hara to the bottom of the circle. Shot deflected wide off the stick of Letty. Anglin holds left point. Slaps it to the far corner off the stick of O'Hara. Letty behind the goal. Got it to the near post, and up ice comes Colin White. White will hit the center dot. Moving right as he's bumped by Molendijk. The puck skids to the far circle. Molendijk to pick it up after Anglin tied up the body of White. Molendijk around the net to the right corner. Sends it back to the left corner. Anglin will chase it to the half wall. Send it left wing. It hits the skates at neutral of Carlson. Following is Ratcliffe. He'll skate the puck to the middle of the Barracuda line. Works his way to the right circle. Turns and shoots. The shot muffled a bit by the stick of Cagnoni. Puck comes back to the right point. Ratcliffe holds to the left circle. The puck deflected into the slot. Slapped at by Ralston, but it bounced through to the near boards where Cagnoni's clearing attempt hit a seam in the glass. Bounced back toward the front of the cage. Knocked away by White to the near corner and then sent to the far corner where it skated back behind the goal. And then banked left wing by Lucas Carlson. Icing waved off here as it goes behind Matt Murray. The Admirals goalie will play it to the far corner for Andreas Englund, wearing an A as an alternate captain tonight. His got it to Weisblatt, whose pass out was blocked, and then a shot from the slot by Musty missed the net. Weisblatt behind the goal. Moves to the near corner, then played it back behind for Andreas Englund. Englund, in the absence of Kevin Gravel, wearing an A as an alternate. Daniel Carr also out. He's an alternate captain. Here's Englund. Right wing red line, Kyle Marino. Marino's left wing pass. Tipped away by Huntington. Donovan Houle will skate it to the Admirals line, but poke check by Setoff brings the Barracuda in offside. Scoreboard says the shots are 10-5 in favor of Milwaukee. A 1-0 San Jose lead. The face-off will be outside the Admirals' blue line on the far boards. Milwaukee defending the net to the left. Nicolay Law, award-winning injury lawyers serving the Midwest. Injured? Get Nicolay. Call 1-855-NICOLAY or visit nicolaylaw.com. NICOLETLAW.com. Huntington and Roost on the draw. Face-off goes to the red line on the far boards. Kalen Lind bumped to the wall by Jimmy Huntington. Lind then drops it back to the Admirals line on the left, where it's poked from Setoff, but Mateer there to clear it from the front of his goal to the right wing blue line. Marino, left wing. Here's a step to the left circle for Lind. To the left dot. He shoots. Save made. Left pad, Brossois. A rebound cleared away by Houle on the far boards to the red line, where Huntington will tip it to the Admirals zone. Afanasiev loses it to Mateer as they bump behind the Admirals goal. Setoff follows. He'll carry to the near corner. Backhanded on the wall, and it's found its way to Roost, who from the Admirals line sends it rink wide, but nobody there. Far wall, it's Braden Hache to dump it right back around the Admirals net. Osterley in the near corner. Played it to the boards where Houle picked it off. His pass to the slot missed Huntington. Stolen away and carried to center ice by Josh Davies. Right wing feed. Navrin Mutter tried to make a move, but it's cut off in the near circle by Nick Letty. The veteran defenseman will get it to Houle, who sends it left wing, and Brendan Hoffman will send it from outside the Milwaukee line to the near corner. 2 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Barracuda. Right wing, it's Andrew Gibson to the red line, forcing a pass ahead. It's deflected, and it comes into the offensive zone for the Admirals offside. 1:55 remaining in the first period. Barracuda on top, 1-0. Here in downtown Milwaukee. Face-off outside the San Jose blue line. Patrick Giles will take it for the Barracuda across from Milwaukee's Joey Willis. Willis and Giles meeting on the face-off. Not yet. We'll try it again. Willis and Giles. And the draw. Between the circles, Matthias Havel will step to his blue line, pass it off the right wing boards. Got into the Admiral zone where Gibson will clear it to center, but Nick Leddy cuts it off. He moves right, and from the red line, he'll backhand the puck to the far corner. After it bounces behind the net, Murray will leave it for Osterley. Passed it to the slot for Willis. His right wing pass knocked away from the Admirals' Davies and dumped back in from neutral. And now Davies in the front of the goal after the feed from Osterley. Gets it to Gibson, middle of the ice. Joey Willis widens left. 3-on-3. Willis enters the zone. He gets to the slot. Then he whiffed on the shot. Giles goes the other way. Clears it up the middle. It missed the intended. How they're not calling that icing? How is that not icing? Oh, the officials can't say anything. Anglin will flip the puck into the offensive zone. Carlson in the far circle to send it right circle to left for Cagnoni. Plays it ahead on the near board to the Admirals zone. Molendijk in the right circle. Skates into the slot, gets through a stick check of Wallstrom, skates left, tripped up at center, and the penalty coming. Milwaukee will go on the power play for the second time as Molendijk is taken down at neutral by Philip Biestedt. So the Admirals 0 for 1 on the power play in this one. Biestedt will go to the box at 19:03. For a trip. 1-0 our score, 56.2 seconds remaining in this first period. The draw will be to the right of Laurent Brossois. Giles to take the draw for San Jose. David Edstrom for Milwaukee. The draw on that far circle. Edstrom and Giles. O'Hara crashes in. The puck comes free to the left point. Molendijk. Tanner Molendijk to the left hash marks. Drops it back to the left point, Austin Roost. Osterley above the right circle. Osterley holding. Center point, Molendijk. Right circle again, Osterley. Wrist shot, pinballed off the shins of Haché. Osterley will get it back in the near corner as Haché lost his stick. Centering attempt, tipped away out of the slot by Brossois, and then we're going to get a whistle and another penalty against San Jose. At 19:29, the referee behind the play signaling. I'm not sure if there was too many men on the ice here. Chernyshov is heading to the box for the Barracuda, giving Milwaukee a 2-man advantage, but I didn't see the call. (19:29) the time of this whistle.
San Jose Barracuda penalty on number 92, Igor Chernyshov. 2 minutes for illegal equipment. Time of the penalty.
So Chernyshov, Haché lost his stick and a teammate, and I think it was Chernyshov, grabbed it for him. Molendijk center point, right circle, Osterley. One-timer is blocked off the busted stick of Haché. 2-man advantage, 21 seconds in the period. San Jose has 3 skaters and 2 sticks. Top of the right circle, Osterley. High slot, Molendijk to Osterley. Shot, save made, rebound, scored! On the rebound! The Admirals get the 5-on-3 power play and is the first career American League goal for Austin Roost. Roost, who is just back from ECHL Atlanta where he had 5 points in 4 games, gets his first pro goal, and the Admirals save that souvenir as Roost buries the rebound. 1-1 game.
Power play goal. Scoring his first goal of the season, number 63, Austin Roost. Assisted by number 82, Jordan Osterley, and number 50.
Osterley and Molendijk the assist. 5 seconds to go. Still 1:34 of power play time as Molendijk dumps the puck into the near corner. The period will come to an end. Austin Roost, as a San Jose player, Vincent got something up high. I think it was the puck trying to fling to the net. Doesn't appear any penalties are forthcoming as Vincent went to the ice, and he's wondering why there's no penalty. But there will be. It doesn't appear to be any whistle, and the Admirals head to the locker room with a tie game, and they will start, it appears as of now, barring any changing of the mind of the officials here. The Admirals will start with 90 seconds of power play time on the fresh ice when the second period begins. When the Admirals score 4, you score a free small frosty classic at Wendy's. No purchase necessary. Valid only at participating Wisconsin Wendy's. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. Ready, set, go. Spring into action with a hot new Toyota Let's go places. So Austin Roost with his first career goal. The officials talking it over. Now they're heading toward the penalty box. The 2 referees and 1 linesman all over at the penalty box. And now the other linesman is coming over to talk. As San Jose has 1 coach on the bench waiting to hear what a decision, if there is a decision, what it will be. And the officials talking it over, and now they're skating away from the box, so it doesn't appear any penalties are coming. And the officials are telling the Barracuda coach to head to the locker room. So we played 1 period, a 1-1 game as Austin Roost scores his first in the American Hockey League, assisted by Jordan Osterley and Tanner Molendijk. Admirals, according to the scoreboard, out shooting the Barracuda 13-5. Andrew Ludwig has our first intermission show coming in a moment. You'll hear from Admirals forward Sean Elliman. This is Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app. 17:49. Did you hear that? Okay. Yep, that's all right.
Please welcome Bellator Irish Dance Company. How about that? Let's hear it for Bellator Irish Dance Academy.
All right, fans, coming up next, it's time for youth hockey. Please welcome the kids from Milwaukee Winter Club. First, let's hear it for our goalie, number 96, Grayson G. Money Patchkowski. Starting us off, number 6, Jack Steele. Nice save. Next, number 11, Porter Nava. Hit that post with a shot. Number 19, Noah Taylor. Number 25, Austin Miller. job, number 37, Anthony Mohindru. Number 47, Leo Demenko. Number 98, Warren Krieger. Number 99, Shane McCartan. All right, we do one more round, but it's rapid fire. Once again, number 6, Jack Steele. Nice save. Number 11, Porter Nava. Nice shot. Number 19, Noah Taylor. Number 25, Austin Miller. Number 27, Teddy Simon. Number 37, Anthony Mohindru. Nice move. Number 47, Leo Demenko. Number 98, Warren Krieger. And our last shooter is number 99, Shane McCartan. That's a good one to end on. Let's hear it one more time for our goaltenders, Grayson G. Money Pachkowski, and the kids from Milwaukee Women's Club.
5:04.
Admirals fans, we appreciate all the groups here with us tonight. Look for your names on the corner boards, and please direct your attention to the center video board for tonight's birthdays in attendance at tonight's game. Thank you to Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial for presenting tonight's birthdays and groups. It's now time for the first period highlights.
This season, we're teaming up with Varsity Blood Center in Wisconsin to score big for our community. Get in the game and get blood.
132.
Save up to 3 lives. So it's better than a hat trick. Make your next appointment by visiting varsity.org/WI.
Admirals fans, it's time for the Varsity Blood Center Wisconsin second period. Remember, your donation can save lives. Varsity Blood Center, saving lives together.
From Landmark Credit Union Rink at historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, this is Milwaukee Admirals hockey. I'm Aaron Sims. 1-1 game as we start the second period. Still a minute 30 left in the penalty to Igor Chernyshov. He picked up a stick and tried to hand it to a teammate, and that is a no-no, holding two sticks at one time. Matt Murray and the Admirals defend the net to the right. Laurent Brossois and the Barracuda to the left. 90 seconds left in Milwaukee's power play. They just scored a 5-on-3 goal at 19:46 from Austin Roost, his first career American League goal. Edstrom wins the draw to the near boards, and Jordan Osterley will sweep it back between the circles. Here's Molendijk. O'Hara now ahead to Osterley, who split the D. Osterley shoots, stick save. Rebound cleared from the front by Patrick Giles, and he'll fire it high off the near glass the length. Murray will knock it down and tip it to the far circle, where Molendijk will skate it around the net to the left wing boards. Tanner Molendijk. Osterley, boy, did he bust through. Left wing, Edstrom across the San Jose line. Played it to the corner where Nick Leddy got it free to the near circle, and Giles will bank it off the near boards all the way to Murray. Out of his net to leave it at the bottom of the near circle for Jordan Osterley. 51 seconds left in the power play. 40 seconds left in the period as Osterley spins away from the pressure of Huntington. Now Molendijk just across the blue line as he moves toward the slot. He passes right wing. Roost tied up by Huntington, and out comes Huntington. His pass trying to find a breaking Donovan Houle was picked off back the other way. Here's O'Hara with a shot. Right pad save. The rebound battled for. Still in front of the net. Now it bounces between the circles. Still free. Cleared toward the near post and pushed to the near wall. Slapped at by Houle, but blocked down by Edstrom. Back behind the Barracuda goal. Carrying it to the far corner with a little space now is Lucas Carlson. He'll skate it to center ice. Carlson gets by a checker, feeds it to Huntington. Now right circle for Houle with a shot. Murray the stop. He cleared it away, but Houle's going to cut it off at the blue line. And the penalty to Chernyshov will come to an end as Cagnoni skated from his blue line all the way behind his net. So the penalty comes to an end. The Admirals now 1 for 3 on the power play, and this season 6 for 13 against San Jose with the man advantage. Left wing pass hit a boot, came to Beatstead, who sends it back to the left wing, and Giles will dump it in from the Milwaukee line. Jack Mateer behind the goal, met by Chernyshov. 18-13 to go in the second, a 1-1 game, shot 16-7 on the scoreboard in favor of the Admirals. Mateer behind the goal, Ryder Ralston helping out. 2 players there for San Jose, Chernyshov and Giles. As the puck is pinned to the boards on the skate of Jack Mateer, on the outside of his left skate against the wall. Now it squirts free. Chernyshov will kick it with his skate, carry it to the top of the near circle. Clockwise spin at the right point to dump it around the net. Giles has it left corner. Top of the left circle, Cagnoni with a shot, misses the goal. Bounce comes to the top of the right circle. Haviland will play it to the corner where Gibson had it for a second, then fell. It's poked away to the near hash marks. Haviland pushes it to the point after he slowed up a clearing attempt, but Giles' return to the near boards is taken away by Ralston. He'll bank it right wing to the red line, and Oasis Weisblatt will play it into the far circle after it hit a linesman. Cagnoni corrals. He spins to the front of his goal, feeds it right wing. Haviland, left wing to the Admirals line. Colin White drops it for the trailer. A shot from the top of the far circle by Haltonen, gloved and held as Navrin Mutter and Haltonen collide. 17-13 to go in the second period. 1-1 game between the Admirals and the Barracuda, downtown Milwaukee. The draw will be to the right of Matt Murray. The Admirals host Rockford Wednesday night. And then after that, a 4-game road trip. 2 in Grand Rapids, 2 in Winnipeg against the Manitoba Moose. Joey Willis will take the face-off for Milwaukee across from Colin White. Musty lines up in the shooter spot above the circle and to the right of White, the centerman. Willis and White on the draw. That comes to Musty, whose shot is fought off by the blocker of Murray. Far hash marks Josh Davies will get it to the line and hit a seam in the glass. Bounces toward the middle of the ice where Navrin Mutter will skate it to the San Jose line, but he lost an edge and it's dumped back the other direction. Into the Admiral zone near corner. Molendijk around the net to the right corner. Anglin to neutralize. Davies pass to the middle is picked off by Kasper Haltonen, who fires it from the left wing red line back around Milwaukee's goal. The goal line near corner. Colin White threw it to the front of the net out of the reach of Haltonen. Tipped to neutral by Davies. Knocked back in by Braden Hache to the Admirals' far circle. Andreas Anglin drags it to the corner and then backhands it away to the right circle. Davies threw it to the slot. Nobody home. Colin White intercepts from the left point. White wrister to the net. Tipped by Musty, but Murray able to make the catch and hang on. 16:28 to go in the second period. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and San Jose here at Panther Arena. The draw will be to the right of Milwaukee's goaltender, as Brendan Hoffman will come out and take the face-off for San Jose. The Admirals will counter with Austin Roost. Roost and Hoffman to the right of Murray. The Admirals defending the net to the right. And the draw in the far circle, waiting for the linesman to drop it. And now we do. And the Admirals control behind the net for Christopher Setoff. Left circle, Kalen Lind, bumped by Haviland, who held the zone after the bump at the right point. Now it flipped to center, where Haviland will move it right to left. Nick Leddy will enter the zone on the left wing and chip it to the far corner. Hoffman is there with Setoff. Setoff punched it away to the half wall. Mateer will fling it through neutral. This will slide into the Barracuda zone. Haviland above the far circle, carries it to the right circle. His right wing pass hits the top of the Admirals bench, and it caromed hot into the crowd, into the near corner to my right. Trying to see if everybody's okay down there. That came in hot off the top of the boards at the Admiral, off the top of the dasher at the Admirals bench. 16:03 to go in the second period. A 1-1 game. The draw will be to the right of Brossois, as David Edstrom will take the draw across from Jimmy Huntington. Edstrom kicked out. In comes Sean Element to take it with Jimmy Huntington. And the faceoff, and it looks like somebody's hurt. Hopefully not terribly bad. Cagnoni passes right wing red line. Houle will backhand it ahead as Huntington was tripped up. No call. Mateer in the near corner for the Admirals. Trying to backhand it out. It hit a San Jose stick, and it pops to center, where Carlson right wing red line. I'll send it to the left. Afanasiev will dump it in from the Admirals blue. Mateer in the far corner. Works behind the net. Backhands the puck to the near hash marks. Element shielding it away from a pinching Carlson. Mateer wrestling with Houle as the puck comes to the right point. Afanasiev carries to the middle of the line. Feeds it left circle. Cagnoni fumbled it. Now he'll shoot from a tough angle. It goes off the right shoulder of Murray. High in the air, and it lands in someone's beer behind the goal. 15:25 to go in the second period. A 1-1 game. The draw will be in the near circle, glove side of the Admirals goaltender, Matt Murray. Scoreboard says the shots are 16-10 in the game now in favor of the Admirals. The official stat sheet says the same. 13-6 in the first period for Milwaukee, 4-3 this period for the Barracuda. And now they shift the face-off to the far circle, right stick side of Murray. Beestead will take the face-off with Austin Roost. And the draw won by Beestead. Left point Cagnoni, right Carlson, quickly back to the left Cagnoni. Rister went wide of the far pipe. Karam to the front of the net. Save made Murray. And Kalen Lind got it to the near dot, where a shot toward the goal by Carlson deflects wide. Murray made the stop on the doorstep. You had a couple of Barracuda players after it bounced hard off the end boards, and a brilliant save by Murray. Right hash marks Austin Roost will flip it to the line. Cagnoni knocked it down. Then he's run over by Lind. The puck at neutral, where Wallstrom will tap it right wing. Beestead plays it to the Admirals near circle. Osterley sends it back. Here's Roost. Left wing at the red line, passed it right, jumping into the play, Gibson. He'll get to the right hash marks, slam on the brakes, then wind it around the net from the far corner to the near. Roost will skate it to the half wall, hit the brakes, work way back toward the corner, sends it behind the net, off the stick of Ratcliffe. Gibson pinching to the far hash marks. Chernishoff wrestles it away from him and tapped it ahead, and out comes Beestead, who fell to the ice going for the puck. No penalty as he was hooked up with Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe gets the feed back, gets to the left dot. Ratcliffe going strong to the net shot, and did it go in? We get a whistle. And the puck, the referee in the far corner was watching intently as Ratcliffe went strong and had position on Lucas Carlson, but Brossois able to stay strong with the pads and keep the puck from crossing the line. 14:23 to go in the second period, a 1-1 game between the Admirals and San Jose. The draw to the stick side of Brossois as Weisblatt takes it with Colin White. Oasis Weisblatt, Colin White. White is kicked out. In comes Kasper Halttunen for the Barracuda. And the draw bounces to the top of the left circle. Ralston passes it right. Swept to the goal by Molendijk and gobbled up by Brossois. 14:19 to go in the second period. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and San Jose. This time the draw in the far circle. Glove side of Laurent Brossois. That's his left. Weisblatt and Colin White on the face-off again. And the face-off. Left hash marks, Noah Beck picked up an assist on the Barracuda goal, gets to the left wing red line, feeds White, Colin White to the left circle, backhander Goes high in the air all the way through to the near boards where it's held in by Haché at the right point. Haché trying to get it deep. It's blocked back to him. He spins at the right point to pass it to the left for Noah Beck, and Beck will slap it, bouncing it behind the net. Kasper Halttunen. Halttunen works to the near corner. Defended by Milwaukee's Tanner Molendyk. Halttunen trying to spin away. White to help. The puck bouncing around, and Molendyk able to get rid of it. Left wing where Ratcliffe will tip it past a pinching Haché. It rolls on its edge. Noah Beck gets it above the goal line in the near corner and then leaves it for Haché. 13:37 to go in the second. Far corner, Beck. Admirals getting a change. Beck will pass long right wing. Musty above the near circle. Took a shoulder from Setoff, and O'Hara will take the puck, skate it behind the net, and now up the ice as he got through the stick check of Halttunen. Passes right wing. Tipped ahead by Sean Element to the far corner. Edstrom chasing as Nick Leddy is sandwiched between he and O'Hara. O'Hara will backhand the puck off the boards to Mateer, who backs to the middle of the line. A slap shot blocked in front by San Jose's Vincent. Out comes Hoffman on the left wing. Tried to flip it to the right. The pass intended for Giles blocked away. He had a lane to the goal from the left point. Then a pass through the slot. It missed Haviland in the right circle. Haviland picks it up behind the net. Passes off the wall. It missed everybody. Leddy will track it down back in the middle of the San Jose line. To the center dot, Vincent. Vincent turns and dumps it in as Setoff was pressuring. Mateer will chase it behind the goal to the near corner with Anthony Vincent. The puck comes loose above the near circle, and Sean Element will chip it to the San Jose line on the near boards. Matthias Haviland moves it to the middle of the ice. Vincent, left wing red line. Hoffman will send it in. Around the Admirals' goal, hop the stick of Murray to the near corner. Giles for San Jose. Giles looking back at the point, spins to the top of the right circle, turns and shoots. It's blocked off the shins of Milwaukee's Christopher Setoff. Comes back to the near hash marks. Giles got it from Vincent, now to the right point. Carlson with a blast, missed the net. Hard to the far circle, a shot off the side of the cage from Cagnoni. Puck behind the Admirals' net. Hoffman tipped it away from Setoff in the far corner where Mateer battles for it. Falling to the ice is Poole as the puck is pushed. Tried to get it behind the net, but taken back by the Barracuda. Huntington will send it center point. Now right circle. Afanasiev with a shot deflected wide off the stick of Kalen Lind. Marino will scoop it up and skate it to the red line on the right. Crosses the San Jose blue line against the boards. Knocked away from him by Cagnoni. The Admirals getting a change as the pass from Huntington misses the intended Carlson. Kalen Lind on the near boards on the San Jose side of the red line will dump it in. Cagnoni throw it right back to the slot, and out of the zone comes Houle up the middle of the ice. Houle hits the middle of the Milwaukee line and dribbles the puck to the far corner where Gibson lost it to a stick check from Houle, but Gibson keeps it against the wall and then gets possession again as he banks it off the boards to center. Haché trying to settle it down from the red line on the far boards. He'll dump it back in. Murray will clear it from the far post to the half wall. Huntington knocked it away from Gibson for Afanasiev. Igor Afanasiev will slide it to the far corner. Knocked away from Wallstrom, back to the right hash marks. Roost will push it ahead. Now out comes Josh Davies with speed. Haché defending. Davies gets to the right dot, goes to the net. Haché took the body. The puck skidded away toward the near boards where it's skated right back out by Huntington to center. Huntington moving left. He'll feed it left. Wallstrom stops at the left circle. Got around Molendyk, goes to the net, and the shot off the shoulder of Murray. Puck to the near hash marks. Wallstrom tried to drop it to the point. Mutter picked it off. Leddy knocked it away from Mutter at center, but then the Admirals' Willis knocks it ahead. Englund will chase it down, get to the right dot. He shoots, sticked away by Brossois. Englund picks up the puck behind the net, carries to the near corner, then dishes it behind where it bounces off the skates of the Admirals' Davies, and it's cleared off the near boards to the Admirals' line. Tanner Molendyk will corral. Skating with the puck to the Admirals' right circle. He stops and then feeds it ahead. Ratcliffe carries across the blue line of San Jose on the right, slaps the puck to the far corner. Ralston is there. Haché bumps him to the wall. Leddy and Ratcliffe join in, and now Wallstrom at the far hash marks. To the left of the goalie, Laurent Brossois. Sent around the net. Haché in the near corner. Weisblatt giving chase. Haché got to the top of the near circle, punched it ahead, held in by Setoff. Now it was not, but blocked anyway, and Chernyshov will rush the other way, trying to get wide on Mateer. He's forced to the goal line, then he dropped it back to the far hash marks. Nick Leddy, veteran, throws it through the slot from the far corner. It bounces off the boards to center ice. Back at the middle of the San Jose line, Cagnoni. Left wing, White will spin right, pass it right wing. Halton into the right circle, the shot missed the far post. Chernyshov at the left point, backhands it to the far wall. Halton will skate it to the top of the left circle, carry it to the blue line. Center point, Cagnoni with a shot, blocked away off the stick of Milwaukee's Weisblatt, but held in at the right point by Halton. To the right corner, White, he centers, and it goes off the skate of Carlson, crashing to the front of the cage. Halton in the far corner. Long possession here for San Jose. White tried to dish it off. Mateer blocked it. Mateer threw it to the front of his goal. Found Setoff, who skates to the left dot and then pops it in the air to center ice. 9:21 to go in the second period. Barracuda rush back in. Left hash marks Cagnoni to the front of the net, looking for a tip from White. Murray made the stop. The puck bounces back to the corner where Haltonen. Haltonen threw it to the front of the net. Banged at a couple of times. Murray makes the stop, and now we'll get a draw as Murray takes exception to a couple of slaps on the far post from the San Jose forward. We will get a whistle and a break. That was Colin White. 9:07 to go in the second. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Fans, all season long, you'll be able to check in and play interactive games and win awesome prizes right from your seat. Just download the Admirals app, select check in and play from menu, enter your seat location for a chance.
9:07 remaining second period. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda here at Panther Arena, downtown Milwaukee. The draw will be to the right of Admirals goaltender Matt Murray. Landmark Credit Union is the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals. Think banking should be friendlier, more convenient, and have less obstacles when possible? Landmark Credit Union agrees. Check out Banking Made Easy by Landmark at landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA. Philip Bistad will take the faceoff for San Jose. David Edstrom will counter for the Admirals. The draw to the right of Matt Murray. That is his stick side. Far circle in the Milwaukee zone. Again, the Admirals defend the net to the right. 8-6, the shots favor the Barracuda this period in the game. 19-14 for Milwaukee. And still a 1-1 score. Quentin Musty scored for the Barracuda. Austin Roost for Milwaukee. Edstrom loses the draw. Shot from the far circle is tipped off the crossbar. Came back out. The referee on the near post waved it off. Near circle, Osterley, as he played the puck with a high stick apparently. Let's see if the officials are going to take a look here at a replay. The draw will be to the left of Murray. And now the officials are going to talk it over here. Oh boy. Here we go again, huh? The draw will be to the left of Murray potentially here. The shot from the left circle, that hit the post. If the replay that they're showing up on the board is true. So we'll see. 8:58 to go in the second period, a 1-1 game. Are they going to review or are they going to... No, they're going to review. So the referees, Adam Tobias and Sean Davis, head into the penalty box to take a look at this one. Over the glove of Matt Murray. The replay that was flashed up on the screen was from behind the net, and it didn't appear that the net moved. So we'll wait to see. The puck is currently placed on the face-off dot to the left of Murray. That's the near circle in the Milwaukee zone. So we wait to see what the officials find on the iPad between the penalty boxes on the far side of the ice here at Panther Arena. Get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. A power play for your home with custom options and top shelf quality at a price you can afford. Pella delivers. Visit PellaWI.com. So we wait and see, and they're done apparently. So out they come, and it was waved no goal, and it is no goal. All right, so 8:58 to go in the second, a 1-1 game. The draw will be in the near circle, glove side of Murray. Philip Bistad across from the Admirals' David Edstrom. And the face-off comes to the right point. Carlson, right hash marks. Wahlstrom tried to tip it back, but it was nudged away from him. The Admirals don't clear, however. On the near boards, pass comes to the slot. Wahlstrom hooked up from behind by O'Hara, and the Admirals break out as O'Hara got the steal, and then Element feeds O'Hara, who carries on the right wing. He dropped it off to Wahlstrom. Wahlstrom and Element collide in the far corner. Element centered, and it hopped the stick of Edstrom. Comes center point Osterley, and he has to dump it quickly as Biestet was pressuring. Far corner for Cole O'Hara, slapped off his stick by Oliver Wahlstrom. Leads San Jose with 21 goals. He'll play it behind the net, off the right wing glass to center. Carlson to Biestet. He carries into the Admiral zone, feeds it left circle, holding, shooting. Chernyshov, save made by the left skate of Murray. The puck ricocheted to the far corner. Wahlstrom above the left circle as he skates it back toward the line, feeds it right point and up the stick of Giles. He'll pick it up off the boards, slap it to the near corner. Nick Leddy will skate it behind the net. Leddy to the far corner, dishes it to the left point. Matthias Havelid sends it back up on the glass. It hits a seam. Vincent in the far corner for San Jose will skate it to the left hash marks. Work back to the corner as the referee set a pick. Played it behind the goal. Giles, it rolled past him as he took his eye off the puck. Giles will chase after it, get to the top of the right circle and wind it back around the goal where Gibson in the far corner takes a bump from Hoffman, but Roost is there to knock it toward the front of the goal where it's poked away. Bouncing puck still. Hoffman, as Osterley finally able to lift it away from Hoffman. Rolling back to the far circle in the Barracuda zone. Leddy, as the Admirals change a couple. Leddy will pass it left wing. Gibson stepped up to break up the pass. Got it to Roost, who from outside the blue line on the right dumps it to the near corner. Slapped away by Havelid. Hoffman on the near boards. Roost stole it away. Roost gets to the bottom of the circle. Shot! Glove save, Brossois. Marino in the near corner. Off the wall to Englund at the left point. Back on the rim, Kalen Lynn behind the net. Centering attempt, got it to Marino. That puck bounced off his stick as he got a little bit of a stick tap. Puck into the far corner. Hoffman, Marino, Leddy, and Lind all trying to work it free to the left of Brossois. 7 minutes to go in the second. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda here in Milwaukee. Lind and Marino, Leddy, and Hoffman still with Roost and Havelid in the area code. We've killed about 30 seconds now. That puck pinned to the wall. Now it squirts free. Marino and Lind kicking it between each other's skates. Marino adjusts to get to the other side toward the far corner with Leddy. The puck squirts loose finally. Far hash marks Vincent. Pinned to the boards by Roost as the puck trickles toward the line, and now it rolls to center where Molendijk will move it right to left of the red line for Englund. Englund enters back into the zone and sends the puck to the near corner where Marino pushes the defenseman to the boards. Mutter crashes in, hits Giles as Giles' pass is picked off above the right circle by Molendijk. Molendijk tried to skate to the slot. Knocked away from him by Anthony Vincent. Vincent will make a pass to the middle of the ice. White will enter the zone. Pass to the left point. The shot from there by Brendan Hoffman off the stick of Murray, out of play in the near corner. 6:04 to go in the second period. A 1-1 game. We got another break. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Get to be a part of it. Head to that Admirals app, select check
I
in
beg
and
your
play.
pardon.
And we have some drop kick.
I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's got to be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give. So live and let live or let go. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings.
You better believe it. All right, folks, we're ready to win. Let's see who's got a perfect bracket. Which city has more bridges within its downtown area? My hometown, Milwaukee. Going to Milwaukee. Looks like mostly all of you are as well. And you're all correct as well.
1-1 game with 6:04 to go in the second period. Are you looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Flexible schedules, great benefits, and the chance to grow in a rewarding career? Explore opportunities at jobs.sendix.com. Sendix Food Markets, your trusted local grocer. Shots this period, 9-7 in favor of San Jose. 20-15 in the game for Milwaukee. 1-1 is our score. San Jose averages the most shots on goal per game in the American Hockey League this season and is second in goals per game. 32.6 shots per game, 3.49 goals per game. Edstrom and Huntington in the far circle to the right of Murray. San Jose wins. Haché at the left point. Wrister to the net, hits a skate, comes center point. Noah Beck, bottom of the right circle. Afanasiev with a shot into the belly of Murray as Houle and Mateer joust in front, and now Element wants a piece. And the officials get in the way. 5:55 to go second period of a 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda. The draw will be to the glove side of Admirals netminder Matt Murray. As everybody cools off a bit Same groups out on the ice for both clubs. Edstrom will take the draw with Huntington in the near circle. Austin Roost with his first AHL goal put the Admirals on the board to tie it at 1 late in the first period. Quentin Musty has the Barracuda goal on the first shot of the night for the Barracuda at 7:12. Huntington kicked out. In comes Donovan Houle to take the draw with the Admirals' David Edstrom. The faceoff played to the near corner. Setoff tried to play it behind, but it was picked off. Pass to the slot by Huntington. Houle's shot is blocked away. Huntington chased it to the far boards. Poked it to the corner where Setoff will move it right wing. O'Hara pushed it ahead, and out comes David Edstrom on the right wing to the red line. Rolling puck. Edstrom got to the San Jose line and sends it in behind the net. Cuts off Noah Beck. Sean Element crashes in. Spins in the near corner with possession. He centers. Huntington picked it off. Skates to the left wing board. Snaps a pass right wing. Houle missed it. It bounces into the Admiral zone. Near circle where Christopher Setoff shields it away from a sliding Houle. Got it to Element, who flips it left to right at the Admirals line from Matier. Right wing red line. Knocked away from the Admirals' O'Hara to the middle of the ice where Oasis Weisblatt threw it into the San Jose slot, but Hache will move it out. Here's Braden Hache making his way to the red line. Fire it off the boards in the near corner. It bounces to the front of the net. Murray swats it away. As San Jose's on a change, Setoff will flip the puck to the line. Gloved down by the right hand of Colin White. He'll feed the slot. Musty passing down low instead of shooting, and it's broken up by Jack Matier down on one knee. Matier will play it off the near boards. Comes toward the top of the circle. Colin White and Oasis Weisblatt. White got it to the near hash marks where it's flipped into the air. Off the high stick of Weisblatt, but Carlson knocked it back behind the goal, so play goes on as the puck goes to the far circle. Dish toward the top of the circle, intended for Musty from Halton and picked off by Ralston. He'll pass it through the slot. Admirals line on the left. Matier, his pass to the red line, tipped off the stick of Weisblatt into the Milwaukee bench, and we get another break. 4:32 remaining in the second period. Admirals and Barracuda tied at 1. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Admirals fans, it's time for Lottery Dream Machine, presented by Wisconsin Lottery. Earlier tonight, some of you told us what you'd do if you won the lottery, and our Lottery Dream Machine went to work. Let's see what your jackpot futures look like.
Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. We're doing the best that we can. .432 remaining second period. The Admirals and San Jose tied at 1 here at Panther Arena. The face-off will be just outside the Milwaukee blue line on the near boards. The Admirals defend the net to the right. The Admirals parent club Nashville losing 3-2 earlier today at Buffalo. Zach LaRue had a goal for the Predators in that one. The other goal, Matthew Wood on the power play. Both of those players playing games with the Admirals this season. The draw outside the Milwaukee line, in front of the San Jose bench. Joey Willis out with Mutter and Davies. Willis will take the face-off across from San Jose's Colin White. And the face-off. Red line on the right wing, Carlson. Left wing, Cagnoni. Plays it high off the glass and around the net from the far corner to the near where Jordan Osterley plays it behind the goal, and then he lost the handle. White, near trapezoid line, is tied up by Joey Willis in the near corner. Willis trying to work it free. White stole it back, backhands it to the right point. Carlson kicked it down with a skate, threw it to the net, tipped in front, and it trickled wide of the far post. Haltonen tried to throw it back to the front, but his pass hit the back of the cage, and the Admirals' Andrew Gibson will play it off the near glass to center. Turned back by Carlson, but fumbled by Haltonen. 4 Admirals on the far boards trying to get the puck as Mutter finally tossed it in, but Cagnoni in the left circle moves it quickly right. Carlson will get it to Colin White, who enters the Admiral zone to the right hash marks. Threw it to the slot. Cagnoni was tied up by Joey Willis. Cagnoni will pick it up off the boards. He'll feed it to the right circle. Haltonen holding, shooting into the belly of Murray, and Murray hangs on. 3:40 to go in the second period. 1-1 game between the Admirals and the Barracuda here at Panther Arena. The draw in the near circle glove side of Milwaukee's goalie. As San Jose out shooting the Admirals in this period, 12-7, 20-18 in the game for Milwaukee. The draw to the glove side of Murray. Austin Roost across from Philip Biestedt. And the faceoff. Not yet. Roost and Biestedt. Faceoff still on the dot as bodies tumble. Comes free to Molendijk, who works his way to the near corner. Clockwise spin to the left wing wall, and he'll play it ahead to Lind, who backhands it to the red line on the left. Marino has Roost breaking, but couldn't get it to him. Marino now will enter the zone on the left wing and bank the puck to the near corner. Kalen Lind there. Swept it around the net. Right hash marks Austin Roost. Roost sends it back on the glass around the goal. Pinching from the left point is Molendijk. He and Wallstrom meet. The puck tied up between the two. Slapped at by the following defender, Haviland. Held in by Marino, who got it to the top of the left circle. Molendijk's shot missed the net. Right hash marks Roost to the right point. Anglin with a shot. Blocked in front. Off the body of San Jose's Chernyshov, and then cleared away left wing, where Anglin hits Chernyshov getting to the Admirals line. Puck slid to the far corner. Molendijk sends it around the net. Lind will tip it inside the Admirals line into the San Jose zone, where near circle Hache will skate it to the left circle. Banks at left wing red line. Igor Chernyshov, that was offside, but played in deep. Play goes on, waved legal as Anglin has the puck knocked away from him in the far corner by Vincent. Giles in the far corner, carries it to the top of the circle. We got to miss Musty. Musty tried to give it back, but Marino picked it off. He'll bank it off the far glass. This goes the length, but icing waved off. Hache behind the goal line from the far corner to the near. Pounded off the wall by Beck. Ralston knocked it down. Ryder Ralston will get to the goal line in the near corner. Slam on the brakes. Skate back to the top of the left circle, all the way to the blue line, and then dump it back to the near corner. Oasis Weisblatt chases it down. Weisblatt skates it back to the top of the left circle. Backhands it to the right point. Mateer has to pick it up off the boards. Jack Mateer floats one, and it hit at the back of Giles in front to the far corner, where Ratcliffe tipped it toward the net. Hache knocked it down. He'll skate with it to the top of the far circle against the boards. Play it to center, where Christopher Setoff cut it off for the Admirals. Setoff playing his second game as a member of Milwaukee. He'll pass it right wing to the Admirals line for Weisblatt. Left wing pass finally got to Mateer at the red line. He'll dump it in as the Admirals change everybody. Behind the San Jose goal, Brossois, the goalie, will leave it for Noah Beck. Element pursues as Beck banks it off the boards to center. Gibson on the far wall will dump it right back in around the net. Donovan Houle at the near hash marks. Element crashes, and Element getting some help along the near boards from O'Hara. The puck finally lifted by Houle back into the Admiral zone. Gibson will skate it to the left, from the left circle to the right. Feed it to Edstrom, who sidesteps Houle. Carries into the zone. He'll feed it right circle. Element from the dot. Shot blocked away by Hache. Element skates it back to the half wall on the right wing boards. Pinned to the wall now between Hache. Element came free to Jimmy Huntington. 1:09 to go in the second period. Here's Huntington to the red line on the left. He'll slide it ahead as Houle chases with Osterley to the far corner. Houle with one hand on the stick, sends it around the Admirals goal to the near hash marks. Afanasiev tipped it away from Edstrom to the right point for Carlson, whose slapper missed the near pipe. Bounce off the end boards. Cagnoni at the left hash marks. Sends it behind the goal line to the far corner at the trapezoid, where it's tipped away from Houle, but Afanasiev there to rim it away to the right point. On the near boards, he gets it back, carries back to the right point. Center point, Cagnoni missed the pass. It slid to the far boards. Cagnoni sends it up in the air to the far corner as O'Hara hit Cagnoni. The puck in the far Admirals corner. Gibson's pass found its way back to the right hash marks off a skate, where O'Hara couldn't clear as Huntington knocked it away. Now it does dribble across the middle of the blue line, but Huntington comes right back in as he chips it off the near glass to the corner. Huntington spins and feeds a pass to the slot. It's tipped away from the intended Haltonen. 20 seconds to go in the period. 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda. San Jose winds it around the net. Element on the near wall, trying to get it out of the zone. He got some help from Edstrom, who lifts it in the air. This will go into the San Jose end. Icing waved off as Carlson gets there above the goal line. 5 seconds left in the period. Pass to the Admirals line on the left. Dragged in by Colin White, who shoots it from the boards. Gloved and tossed aside by Murray, and the period comes to a close.
Shots on goal in the second period for San Jose 12 from Milwaukee 7. And your score after 2 periods, we are still tied at 1.
1-1 is our score, as you just heard from Ryan Miller. San Jose finished with, on the official stat sheet, 13 shots on goal to 7 for the Admirals. 20-19, Milwaukee with the edge through 2. Neither team with a goal nor a penalty in that second period. It is still 1-1 after 2 between the Admirals and Barracuda. 2026 Brewers tickets are on sale now. This year it all kicks off at our house with opening day at home, followed up with a schedule that's absolutely loaded. Don't miss a second of the action. The crew is back for more. All Brewers tickets for the 2026 season are on sale now at brewers.com. Pick your parlays, place your bets, and catch the action at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. And when the Admirals score 4 goals, you score a free small Frosty Classic at Wendy's. No purchase necessary. Valid only at participating Wisconsin Wendy's. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. Quentin Musty opened the scoring for San Jose at 7:12 of the first period. Austin Roost, a 5-on-3 power play goal, tied it up with his first career American League goal. That's all we have so far. After 2 periods, San Jose and Milwaukee are tied at 1. Andrew Ludwig has our We Energy second intermission show next. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
When they make their shot, they'll take a place on the tic-tac-toe board. Matt, usually tic-tac-toe should be the easy part. Rarely is it. Let's meet our team.
We found it to be the opposite. Yes, we've got Martha over on this
17-27.
side, Andy over on this side, and in case you forgot how tic-tac-toe works, the person with 3 in a row wins. We're all good? All right, 3, 2, 1, tic-tac-toe.
We got some heat on the shot over here.
We got one off the post for Martha, and we got one. We got one piece on the board. Where will it? Ooh, corner. Interesting. Corner and middle. Let's see how that goes for them, Billy.
Still over there.
All right, we got another one. Oh, looks like both are and remembering how to play the game, going for a
We
block.
understand how the game works.
They understood how the game works. All right, and Martha also understanding how the game works. Got a block. All right, another one on the board. All right, Martha, what are we gonna do? Important to note, there is no pass game in this. Whoever has more on the board wins at this point.
It's a race to the
Oh,
finish.
it's the race to the finish. I think that goes to Bertha, bro. Let's hear it for Bertha. Our winner, and let's hear it for Landmark Credit Union, the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals. Billy, I've never seen that before. I've never seen a tic-tac-toe piece decide to not go on the board.
I have never seen anything like it, and I don't know that if we tried, we'd ever see it again. Now we'll flip it over to the Central Standard Old-Fashioned Cherry Toss. A bartender in every bottle. Simply pour over ice and enjoy. All you need are the cherries. Now we got 2 teams down here, each of them with a giant Central Standard Cup. Whichever gets the most cherries into that Old-Fashioned is going to be our winner.
Yep, we got team number 1 right over here. We've got team number 2 over here on my right. And with that, 3, 2, 1, chuck those cherries! Oh, another ball deciding not to go in the hole.
We got a cursing of ourselves over here on the right. That's always a good thing.
We're getting a lot
The care factor is high.
Hey, we got one for team 1 and over on team 2. Looks like we got some nice rhythm over here on team 2.
We're finding a rhythm here on the left.
And that's that. We've got 5 for team 1, 8 for team 2. Let's hear it for team number 2, folks. Excellent display of cherry chucking prowess.
We're not supposed to have favorites, but I like the plucky underdog. My absolute favorite promo of the night, favorite time of the night outside of when we get the 4th goal for a Frosty, is the Quick Trip Human Hockey Puck. Hit that Quick Trip app for great deals as well as the opportunity to be the Quick Trip Human Hockey Puck. Our first human hockey puck today, what's your name?
Harry.
Harry, get in here. You're ready to send it down the ice. Matt, Roscoe, we ready down there?
It's looking good down here, Billy. Send on down.
The gears in the saddle. We're ready to roll in 3, 2, 1. See you next time. That's pretty solid impact. Our second human hockey puck. What's your name? He's ready to go. He thinks he might be even better than that. Do we tough that more impact, Matt, than that one?
Yeah, looking good down here. I say release the Kraken.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go! amount of juice. Now, they said chuck the puck. The human hockey puck is ready to be chucked. Get out in our final human hockey puck of the night. She's got it all dialed in. Chuck this puck and see you next time. You guys ready for the main event?
I say chuck that puck.
3, 2, 1, chuck that puck!
All right, folks, now it's up to you. We need you to vote for your favorite tonight. Roscoe, all right? If you think our best one was number 1, let's make some noise. If you're here for human hockey puck number 2, make some noise. And if you think it's number 3, make some noise. This is not Roscoe. Who do we think it is? It's the number 3! Congratulations! You are our Quick Trip Human Hockey Puck winner. You've won a Quick Trip gift card. Let's hear it for all of our Quick Trip Human Hockey Pucks tonight, folks.
physical therapists are from Aurora Sports Health. When results are decided by seconds and inches, Aurora Sports Health can help you gain an edge. Trust Aurora to keep you healthy, strong, and at the top of your game. Learn more at aurora.org/sports. For the Admirals, checking is hard, but at Landmark Credit Union, that's not the case. The checking options are easy and give members a choice to earn dividends or rewards points towards their favorite things. Score with no monthly fees, free digital banking, and access to thousands of ATMs nationwide. Visit landmarkcu.com to learn more about friendlier and easier banking from Landmark. Landmark Credit Union is the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals, insured by NCUA. 2026-27 Admirals season memberships are on sale now. Lock in your favorite seats today and spread payments out with our convenient Ads 365 payment plan. Scan the QR code on the video board or stop by Special Spaces Fan Services outside section 230 to get more information. Admirals fans, tonight's deal highlight is brought to you by Vagabond Milwaukee and Fan Saves. After any Admirals home game, stop by Vagabond and enjoy a buy one taco, get one taco free deal. That's right, buy one taco and get one free. Just scan the QR code on the video board to unlock the deal. The AHL hits harder on FloHockey. Every game, every goal, every hit, all season long. AHL TV on FloHockey gives you access to every AHL game. Watch your team, follow top prospects, and stay on top of all the action on the ice. Subscribe now to stream it all live on AHL TV on FloHockey. Admirals fans, it's time to win big with our cash drop. You can win up to $1,000 instantly. Just grab your phone and scan the QR code on the screen. It is that easy. Want an even bigger prize? While you're playing, enter the $10,000 sweepstakes, and you can hit the jackpot of a lifetime. Don't miss your chance. Scan the QR code, play now, and let the cash drop. Selected in the first round of the 2021 NHL Draft by the Nashville Predators, Fedor Svechkov developed his game in Russia before coming to North America. He spent time with the Milwaukee Admirals where he became known as a responsible two-way center and key contributor. His growth in Milwaukee helped earn him his opportunity at the NHL level with Nashville. No matter where you are on your journey, First American Bank is there for you. Fans, your Milwaukee Admirals and the Office Technology Group want to see you on the video boards. Follow the Admirals on your favorite social platform, post a selfie, and use hashtag #MilHockey for a chance to be picked. Remember, the Office Technology Group is your premier sharp copier dealer. We have service that just cannot be copied. The Office Technology Group.
From Landmark Credit Union Rink at historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, this is Milwaukee Admirals hockey. I'm Aaron Sims. 1-1 game as we start the third. Matt Murray and the Admirals defend the net to the left. Laurent Brossoit and the Barracuda to the right. Colin White will meet Oasis Weisblatt at center ice. And the third period tonight between the Admirals and the Barracuda underway. The puck to the San Jose side of the red line. Lucas Carlson moves right wing. He'll backhand it from the red line in the air to the far corner where Jack Mateer sends it around to the near boards. Ryder Ralston hacking at it. Cagnoni blocked it down, and then White backing up at the left point. Gulps it back behind the net. Far corner, it comes to Quentin Musty. He'll feed the slot for Colin White with a shot that misses the goal. Bounced off the end boards to the near pipe. Mateer will tap it to center ice. Ralston trying to get past defenders. Cagnoni spins it to the boards and then feeds it middle of the ice where Colin White whiffed on the pass, so then he'll regroup as he loops back into the left circle of the San Jose zone. Barracuda defend the net to the right. White gets to the near corner. Backhands it around the net to the far corner on the goal line. Carlson will play it to center. Kicked down by Englund. And then picked up and skated back to the blue line by O'Hara, who was met as he got to the blue line by White. And White knocked down the puck as the Admirals tap it finally across, but Carlson there to quickly move it right wing. Here's Igor Chernyshov into the Admiral zone. Took a bump from Englund. Chernyshov on the far wall will slap the puck to the corner. Oliver Wahlstrom skates it back to the right ring half wall and then sends it around the net to the left half wall where Chernyshov drops it to the left point for Nick Leddy. Right point for Haviland with a shot. Murray gobbles it up. 18:52 to go in regulation. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda tonight in Milwaukee. The draw to the left of the Admirals goalie. San Jose will have Philip Biestedt on the draw across from Milwaukee's David Edstrom. Edstrom and Biestedt lean in the face-off. Played behind the Milwaukee goal. Tanner Molendijk will skate it to the left corner. Gets to the top of the left circle. Plays it to the blue line and hopped the stick of Element. Gets behind the goalie who's out of the net because Element was beating everybody to it. Brossoit will play it back to the far hash marks. Haviland played it to neutral off the stick of Biestedt. Knocked down on the far boards by Molendijk and comes to the center dot where it's dumped in on goal by O'Hara. Haviland picks up the loose puck at the far faceoff dot, skates to the far corner, and now retreats behind the net as Edstrom chases. Haviland fell. Edstrom trying to center. Hacked at by Element. It went over the cage. The puck in the near corner. Wahlstrom will play it behind the goal. Kept moving to the far circle against the boards. Chernyshov poking it to the line. Marino holding it on the backhand. Got it to the half wall again where Haviland knocks it down. But then slapped away by Element toward the corner as Element stick snapped. Behind the San Jose net, Nick Leddy. Pressured by Roost, he'll get it to the right corner. Haviland above the right circle as Biestedt is run into by Kalen Lind. The puck scooped up in the far circle and carried in front of the net by Chernyshov. He'll move it to the left wing boards. Leddy spun around by a hit by the Admirals' Kalen Lind. Finally, Leddy will just flip the puck to the Admirals' line where Osterley moves left and then passes it off the stick of Lind at the San Jose line. Karams to the far corner. Falling is Haviland as Roost ties it up in the far corner along with Lind there helping. Lind will slap it around the goal along the near wall to the right point. Mateer dumps it back to the corner. Karams around the goal again, pinching in to the left corner. The Admirals defenseman Setoff will send it around. Bottom of the near circle, a shot by Lind. Save made. Rebound, Lind followed his shot. Turned aside by the left pad of Brossoit on the near post. Cleared off the boards to neutralize. Huntington will weave his way to the Admirals' blue line. Good job by Setoff to take the body. Huntington then from the far wall, backhands it toward the net. It's blocked to the corner. Huntington will chase it down, feed it right point back. Left circle, Haché with a shot. Gloved and held by Murray, with bodies being pushed and shoved in front of the cage. 17:04 to play in regulation. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and the Barracuda. The face-off in the near circle to the right of Matt Murray. That is his stick side. As the Barracuda change up its forwards, all five for that matter. The Admirals will make a change of the forwards too. Weisblatt will come out and take just the center and the two defensemen. Weisblatt and Giles on the draw in the near circle, stick side of Admirals goalie Matt Murray. 23-20 on the scoreboard. Shots favor the Admirals in the game. And the draw on the near circle, stick side of Milwaukee's goalie. Admirals defending the net to the left. The faceoff comes to the slot. Noah Beck taps it to the left wing boards. Bad pass. Haché was able to hold and dump it to the corner where Molendijk has a fallen defender, Vincent, around his ankles. Slapped it to the far corner. Englund will get it to Ratcliffe, who was tripped up as he got the puck to the line. A shot to the net by Giles. Went off the knob of the stick of Murray out of play. Push and shove between Brendan Hoffman and Andreas Englund in the near circle. Broken up. 16:46 to go in regulation, a 1-1 game in front of a full house at Panther Arena. A draw to the near far circle. It'll be to the glove side of Murray. That's his left. Weisblatt will take the face-off with Patrick Giles. Weisblatt, Ratcliffe, and Ryder Ralston on the ice for the Admirals. And the draw, won by Milwaukee. Molendyk, tipped from him by Hoffman to the goal line. Hoffman fed it to the far circle, but it's poked away by Englund to the half wall, where Weisblatt ties up with Vincent. Knocked behind the goal by Hoffman. Englund kicking it toward the near corner, where Hoffman cuts it off and leaves it on the goal line for Giles with Weisblatt on his back. And now taken from behind the net by Vincent, who sends it off the boards to the left point for Cagnoni with a rising shot missing the net. Far hash marks Carlson. Bumped by Ratcliffe as he sends it on the rim. Giles will skate with the puck to the left corner. Carried to the top of the left circle. Turn and shoot. That's off the ankles of Englund. Held in right point Cagnoni. Right hash marks Carlson with a shot. Hit Murray and it bounced out of play over the netting. 16:09 to go in the third period of a 1-1 game. Another draw to the left of the Admirals goaltender Matt Murray. The Admirals will send out Joey Willis to take the face-off across from San Jose's Colin White. Shots are 2 apiece this period, 22-21 for the Admirals in the game. Willis and White to the left of Matt Murray. 1-1 is our score. Both goals in the first period. Far hash marks, tipped to the line, right point Carlson, left point Cagnoni. Rister went off the boot of Davies and it bounces off the end wall to the far hash marks where Carlson played it to the corner, but Osterley there to snap it up the middle of the ice and missed everybody. Intended for Milwaukee's Navarin Mutter. The puck goes the length, icing will be the whistle. 15:53 to play in regulation. 1-1 is our score. Face off back in the far circle, same spot, glove side of Matt Murray. Wednesday, the Admirals host Rockford at 7 p.m., the final game of the 12-game season series between the teams. Draw in the far circle. Willis is asked to leave, I believe. No, apparently not. White won the draw, but it hopped the stick of Carlson at the right point. He chases it down to his blue line, then passes left wing, where it's deflected in deep off the stick of Kasper Halttunen. Behind the net, Matt Murray, the Admirals goalie, will play it to the near hash marks. It bounced away from Gibson. Back behind the goal where White gave it to Musty, whose blind pass is picked off at the near dot by Davies. He'll move it left. Mutter racing for it. Davies onside. Mutter from the left circle to the front of the net. It went off the defender. Carlson's stick behind the cage. Carlson will play it away. Held in above the left circle. Osterley leaving it for Mutter, who lobs it to the right circle. Gibson with a lane. He shoots and it went wide of the far post. Osterley holds left point. To the left hash marks for Navarin Mutter. Kicked it down with his skate. Drops it back to the point. Musty stepped in front of the pass. Dropped it off for White, who skates right wing to the red line, and he'll flip it in the air to the near corner where it skids to the boards. Gibson will play it behind to Osterley. He'll keep it moving on the left wing rim for Navarin Mutter. His bank out of the zone, ricocheted to the middle of the ice off the skates of Haviland, and Colin White will dump it back in. Chernyshov chasing Osterley to the far corner. Osterley will play it behind the net. Gibson had to get rid of it quickly as he was pressured by Wallstrom. The puck along the near boards inside the Admiral zone. Biestet tried to drop it to the point, but it split the defenseman all the way back to the goalie Brossois, who sends it right wing off the stick of Wallstrom at the red line. But the Admirals cough it up. Wallstrom will feed it left circle. Biestet with a shot, caught and held by Murray. 14:35 to play in regulation, a 1-1 game between the Admirals and San Jose. So Wednesday, the Admirals host Rockford. It's a Summerfest winning weekday, but also a special ticket plan, a sports networking night. As little as $32, you'll get access to representatives from local sports teams, an exclusive Admirals Work in Sports lanyard, credentials, and a free professional headshot, and a ticket to the game. More information at MilwaukeeAdmirals.com. Biestet and Edstrom on the draw on the near circle, stick side of Matt Murray. Admirals defend the net to the left. So the draw on the near circle of Milwaukee's zone. Above the left circle, Wallstrom to the right. The pass was in the skates of Haviland, who did fine to dump it behind the goal. Taken by Biestet, who tried to swing it around, but he lost it off the tip of his stick. It slid to the far corner where Haviland is pushed to the ice by Milwaukee's Sean Element, and Jack Mateer, pushed to the ice by Edstrom, and then lifted by Mateer to the red line where O'Hara tried to push it in past Nick Leddy, but Leddy, savvy veteran, kicked it away with his skate. Sent back to the Admirals line on the right. Bounced off of Beestead after he was hit by Mateer, excuse me. And the Admirals take it around the goal with Setoff. Right wing red line. O'Hara, middle of the blue line, Edstrom to the left circle. Element's shot turned aside by Brossois. Puck behind the San Jose goal. Element and Hache, O'Hara, Edstrom all back there. Donovan Houle too. Hache pushes it to the near corner, chased it down himself, and out of the zone comes San Jose with a right wing feed to the red line. Donovan Houle pushes it into the Admirals' far corner. Molendyk above the goal line, left of Murray. Tanner Molendyk snaps a pass to the red line off the stick of Marino. Icing waved off. Hache behind the goal. Backhands it to the far wall where Noah Beck, the defenseman, will bank it to center ice. Huntington jacked up to the boards by the Admirals' Kalen Lind as the puck comes into the offensive zone for San Jose. Left wing Afanasiev to the left corner. Houle pressured and bumped to the boards by Englund. The puck went toward the front of the net. Molendyk will drag it behind, followed by Afanasiev. Molendyk passes left wing. Kalen Lind knocked away from him, and a shot from the top of the right circle by Donovan Houle missed the cage. Bounced off the end boards into the near circle where Kyle Marino controls. He'll pass it left circle. Molendyk will get to the blue line, turned back by the pressure of Lucas Carlson, and Molendyk will sweep it around the net to the near corner where Osterley, after the Admirals change, got it to the half wall for Ralston, and Ratcliffe then above the right circle, slapped it on the near boards to the San Jose line. Cagnoni spins away from the onrushing Ralston, gets it to Huntington, left wing red line. He'll lift it in the air, and it bounces into the far corner where Jordan Osterley controls. 12:36 to go in the third period, a 1-1 game. Osterley in the left circle, skates it back behind the net as he's followed by Anthony Vincent. He'll bank it right wing off the boards. Isaac Ratcliffe will slide the puck into the far corner of the San Jose zone where Matthias Havelit grabs hold and skates around the net. Feeds it left circle, Nick Leddy. Leddy will send it rink wide, red line. Into the offensive end, Giles to the bottom of the right circle. Going to the net, a backhander went off the tip of his stick to the corner. The puck battled that for and knocked off a skate to the middle of the blue line where Weisblatt lifts it in the air. Back into the near San Jose circle. Both clubs changing. Leddy will move the puck left to right. Leddy gets it back between the Barracuda circles, and now he'll advance left wing. Gets to the red line on the left and sends it around Murray from the near corner to the far. Hopping the stick of Colin White. Found its way to O'Hara, who nudges it to center. Edstrom tapped it a little further where Noah Beck in the far circle for San Jose feeds the slot for Quentin Musty. He'll spin with the puck right wing. Got to the red line and sends it deep. Set off above the goal line in the far corner. Swept it away from the onrushing Kasper Halttunen. Got it above the left circle where it's gloved by O'Hara. He'll skate to the middle of the ice. Now move right as he enters the zone. Dumps the puck to the right corner. Sean Element played it behind the goal. O'Hara racing for it. Tied up by Noah Beck in the corner. Element is going to go to the box here as Element just clocked somebody from behind into the boards at 8:42. That would be Quentin Musty who took the shot from Element. So in a 1-1 game, San Jose will go on the power play when we come back. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Here's Billy. You can say that again, Ryan. $4,600 to the winner. Rossi, you heard me right. $4,600 to the winner who has that ticket that matches this number that I pull out right now. And you're going to run to section 230 because you got 10 minutes to claim your prize. 052126. 052126. Section 230. Go right now. $4,600. Yours. Matt, where you at?
All right, I'm over here with Eric from Janesville, who is not competing for $4,600, but he is competing for an Admirals prize pack, which is pretty cool too. We're going to play Summerfest Name That Tune. Sam, the DJ, play that song. If you can name it correctly, you win. Sam, play that song. You got a guess for me, Eric? It is, but can you name the song? It is I Have Some Help by the Flow. You got it right. You won an Admirals prize pack, and if you want to hear both
1-1 game between the Admirals and San Jose with 11:18 to go in the third. San Jose going on its second power play of the contest as Sean Element goes to the box for cross-checking at 8:42. The Barracuda 0 for 1 tonight. They're 3 for 17 against the Admirals this season. Again, coming into this game, the top power play in the league at 24.8% after leading the league last year at 24%. The draw will be in the Admiral zone. Milwaukee defends the net to the left. Beestead, Musty, Wallstrom, Chernyshov, and Cagnoni on the ice for the Barracuda. Edstrom, O'Hara, Englund, and Mateer for the Admirals. It'll be Beestead and Edstrom on the face-off in the near circle, stick side of Murray. 11:18 remaining in the third period. Game tied at 1 as the face-off. Under some bodies, knocked by Chernyshov to the left point, Cagnoni. Left hash marks. Musty spins above the left circle. He shoots off the blocker of Murray, and it goes out of play in the near corner. Musty scored 2 last night in San Jose's 4-1 win. He has the lone goal for the Barracuda in this one. The draw to the right of Murray, Edstrom, and Beestead again with 1:50 left in the power play. The puck kicked toward the bottom of the circle. Musty centered. Wallstrom with a ripper from inside the near circle right into the belly of Murray. 11:03 to go in the third period. 1:45 remaining in the penalty to the Admirals' Sean Element. Edstrom and Beestead on the draw once again in the near circle, stick side of Murray. Admirals defending the net to the left. The draw comes to the left point, Cagnoni. He'll move toward the middle of the line. Feed it left point, Musty. Backhands it to the left hash marks, Wallstrom. Wallstrom, center point, Cagnoni. Back to the left wing boards, Wallstrom. Wallstrom trying to urge some movement from his team as the puck goes to the near corner. Chernyshov sends it back to the left point out of the reach of a diving Wallstrom. And it goes all the way back to the goalie where Brossoit will send it to the Admirals line on the right. Beestead enters the zone. Osterley ties him up. Wallstrom followed, played it toward the corner, but Gibson is there to backhand it high off the glass to center ice. 1:09 remaining in the power play. Cagnoni at his line on the right. Lobs it right. Wallstrom threw it back, but behind Cagnoni, who retreats into the near circle and then spins to the left wing boards. Turns back as Roost was watching. Luca Cagnoni, left wing red line. Quentin Musty mishandled it. Now he drops it back into the left circle for Igor Afanasiev as the Barracuda get a change. Afanasiev skates into the right circle of the San Jose zone. Now retreats behind the goal. 10:03 remaining in the third. 44 seconds left in the power play for San Jose. Lucas Carlson, the defenseman, skates right. Hits the center dot. Slams on the brakes. Drops it for the trailing Colin White. White will hit the Admirals line. Good poke check to knock it free. And Osterley will play it off the skate of Afanasiev slowly into the far San Jose corner. Carlson sends a quick pass left wing. Huntington played it off the boards at his blue line. Dropped it back for Carlson. Veteran defenseman skates to the Admiral side of the red line and fires it around the glass from the near corner to the far. Osterley will play it behind. It hit a bounce in the kick plate. Comes to the near corner. Marino tried to play it back behind the goal. It's blocked away, and it dribbles toward the top of the left circle. Huntington to the right circle. Afanasiev a shot. Hit the skate of Englund, and Marino in the slot will ice it just wide of the far post of Brossoit, who will leave it in front of his goal for Afanasiev. Penalty to Element comes to an end. 1-1 game as Afanasiev enters the zone. He tried to make a move around the Admirals' Molendijk. Lost the handle as the puck slides to the goal. Murray will cover. We get a break. 9:14 to play. 1-1 our score. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
For all Admirals home games, keep a close look on the deals that are available to you just by being an Admirals fan. Once again, here's Nats.
Admirals fans, I don't know about you, but the roof looks lower than usual. I think it's time to raise the roof. It's the Infinity Exteriors. Raise the roof, man. Let's see Admirals fans.
I have seen the morning burning golden in the mountain in the sky, aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies. Turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying. Even in the colors of the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes. Waking in the morning to the feeling of the thing. Stenny's now has 2 locations. The original Stenny's on 2nd and National, which runs free shuttles to all Admirals home games, and Stenny's Lake Country in Pewaukee. Both locations have the NHL package and will show any NHL game at any time and feature a full food menu serving 6 days a week from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Stenny's, Walker's Point, and Lake Country are Milwaukee's premier hockey bars. You should be there. 1-1 game. Shots on the scoreboard are 24 apiece. The official stat sheet has it 6-3 this period for the Barracuda, 25-23 in the game for the Barracuda as Giles and Weisblatt meet on the draw to the left of Murray. Admirals defend the net to the left. Far circle, Giles for San Jose, Oasis Weisblatt for Milwaukee. The puck picked up by Ratcliffe in the far circle, and now the gloves and helmets fly back in the Admiral zone as Ralston throws the puck toward the net from the San Jose blue line. Anthony Vincent and Andreas Englund were tangled up. Vincent lost his helmet. He'll go back and retrieve it as Matt Murray picks it up and hands it to him between the Admiral circles. 9:03 to go in the third period of a 1-1 game. No penalties after that minor fracas. The draw will be in the near circle to the glove side of Laurent Brossoit. Weisblatt will take the face-off again with, this time, San Jose's Huntington. Huntington wins it near corner, Noah Beck. Behind his goal, the Braden Hache gets to the right face-off dot, banks it to the red line. Giles got a piece of it as it goes in behind the Admirals net. Murray will steer it away to the near circle for Molendyke. Tanner Molendyke fends off Vincent, passes left wing red line. Did Ratcliffe get a piece of it? He did. The puck played behind the goal by the goaltender Brossoit. Far corner, Hache behind the net, left corner, Beck off the near boards. It'll get to the blue line where Brendan Hoffman will play it to the red line. Now into the offensive zone. Vincent from the top of the left circle. Shot blocked off Molendyke's skate. Behind the goal, Ratcliffe hits the San Jose forward, Vincent, but the Barracuda hold the zone as they get it behind the net. And then a wraparound attempt by Giles. Went off his stick into the slot and it bounced away off a pad to the far wall. Weisblatt will lift it in the air to center. Kicked down at the center dot by Leddy. His pass picked off by Ralston, who speeds around him. Ralston to the right dot, shoots. Right pad save. Big rebound cleared by Havel in front. Off the left wing bank to the Milwaukee line, Kasper Halttunen. Halttunen trying to make his way to the net as he's cut off in the near corner by Jack Mateer. Mateer shoves him away, but Leddy holds on the clearing attempt. Leddy works his way to the corner. Behind the goal for Halttunen, working to the far post. Got it free to the bottom of the circle and then slid back to center point by Musty for Haviland. Left hash marks Leddy to the goal line. A shot along the goal line from the left corner by White, turned aside. Lifted up out of the Admiral zone by Setoff from the far circle. It'll roll into the San Jose zone to the near corner. Icing will be the whistle. 7:44 to play in a 1-1 game between the Admirals and Barracuda tonight at Panther Arena. Draw will be back in the Milwaukee zone. Far circle, glove side of Milwaukee goalie Matt Murray. Shots are 25 apiece. As David Edstrom will face off for Milwaukee across from San Jose's Colin White. And the draw in that far circle, won by the Barracuda. Right point, Lucas Carlson. Left point, Luca Cagnoni. Dumps it wide of the goal. Behind the net, taken back to the near corner. White to the left point, Cagnoni. Right circle, Carlson. Stick went off the tip of it. I thought he snapped it, but he did not. The puck went through to the near wall, where it's then sent behind the net. Knocked away from Setoff. Mateer has it far corner. He'll play it off the glass, and it'll pop into the air off the skates of Element to neutral. Carlson at the red line, steers it to the boards on the right. Colin White rolls it behind the Milwaukee net. It hops the stick of Murray, comes to the near corner, where Cole O'Hara tries to dig it free. Also there for Milwaukee, Christopher Setoff. Quentin Musty kicks it loose, then he's pushed to the boards as the puck is tapped back to the corner. Setoff kicks it with his right skate to the near hash marks. Edstrom tried to push it past a pinching Cagnoni. Cagnoni able to hold. Musty above this left circle. To the left corner, Kasper Halttunen spins to the corner, trying to get away from Setoff, but O'Hara steals it after Setoff took the body, and the Admirals' Edstrom will punch it away on the near board to center ice. 6:42 to go. Right wing feed, Lucas Carlson into the Admiral zone, stops above the right circle, shot right pad save. Kalen Lind in front of the net, skates to the near face-off dot and backhands it to center, where it's controlled by Cagnoni. He moves right from the red line. He'll dump it deep far corner. Kalen Lind cuts it off on the goal line. Pass to the front of the net. Out comes Milwaukee. Up the middle of the ice, Osterley. Left wing boards, Austin Roost. Roost will dump it in, but the Admirals were offside. 6:22 to play in the third period. A 1-1 game between the Admirals and the San Jose Barracuda. Last time these teams will meet in the regular season. This San Jose team third in the Pacific Division. It's a good club. And they have several players, key players, out of the lineup due to injury. The draw outside the Barracuda line on the far wall. Beestead and Roost, won by the Barracuda. Hache at the top of the left circle. Between the circles, up by ice comes Noah Beck. Left wing pass, missed Chernyshov, but it gets into the Admiral zone. Icing waved off. Murray will flip it away off the near glass. Kyle Marino at the right circle. Chipped it off the near glass. It'll bounce into the Barracuda zone. Lind chasing as the puck is moved by Hache to the right circle for Beck. Off the far wall, Marino throws a hit. The Admirals get the puck at their line on the left. Osterley sidesteps a pressure of the San Jose forward Wallstrom and sends the puck in as Beck cleared it back to the far wall. Out of the zone on the right comes Chernyshov to the red line. He'll get it to the Admirals blue line where Wallstrom tapped it far corner. Gibson bumps Chernyshov to the boards. Wallstrom will grab the puck and drop it to the right point for Haviland. Right hash marks Wallstrom. Against the wall, Wallstrom with Roost defending. Chernichov falls, going toward the front of the net. Trying to sweep the puck away. The puck bounces to the far dot, and a shot by Huntington misses the goal. Left point, Nick Leddy sends it back to the near corner. It hops a couple of sticks. Gibson in the far corner as Chernichov hit Osterley in the small of the back. The puck sent to the San Jose line. Taken away by Houle, who comes back with a head of steam. The Admirals nearly had too many men on the ice. Then Houle into the zone. He shoots, and it went off the side of the net. Far corner, Andreas Englund will lift the puck to center. Bouncing and rolling now into the San Jose far circle. Barracuda defend the net to the right. A 1-1 game, under 5 minutes to play as the puck is sent in the far circle. Englund and Afanasiev. Afanasiev had it punched away from him. David Edstrom on the boards. Pinching in is Lucas Carlson. Edstrom will slap it past him to center. Jimmy Huntington corrals at the red line on the right. He'll flip a pass back to the left wing. Red line. Cagnoni will send it in. Off the glass. It caroms around the goal from the near corner to the far. Englund will stop on the far trapezoid line and then push it up on its edge to the near corner where Molendijk slid it ahead to Ratcliffe. It tipped away from him. Held in right on the line. Huntington gets to the far dot. A backhand pass to the front. Houle and Afanasiev couldn't get it. Ratcliffe on the near wall will skate it ahead. He'll lay it from the red line on the right. Tried to get Ralston breaking. Ralston was tied up as Carlson chased it down in the near circle of the Barracuda zone, and he'll slap at the length into the far Admirals corner, icing the call. 4:12 to play in the third of a 1-1 game. Shots are 7-5 this period for San Jose, 26-25 in the game for the Barracuda. The draw will be to the glove side of San Jose's goaltender, Laurent Brossoit. Austin Roost will take the face-off for the Admirals. Across from San Jose's Jimmy Huntington. And the face-off. Barracuda win it. Carlson on the near wall will lift it in the air to center. Glove down by the left hand of Molendijk. He'll send it right to left to the red line for Osterley. To the boards on the left wing. Now to Roost above the left circle. Roost to the far corner. Osterley, front of the net, hits a skate. Bounces to the slot. Halton and will move it left wing. Quentin Musty will skate to the Admirals line. Musty above the left circle to the front of the net. It hopped the stick of the forward Colin White crashing to the cage. Held in at the right point. Now it comes to the slot. Haltonen. He loads up the shot and he scores! Kasper Haltonen from the right circle with a wrister past Matt Murray with 3:44 to play. For Haltonen, his 11th goal of the season, and the Barracuda have a 2-1 lead. Oofed off. Haltonen's shot beats Murray high to his stick side over his right shoulder. At 16-16.
Scoring his 11th goal of the season, number 14, Kasper Haltonen. Assisted by number 86, Braden Hache. Time of that goal, 16-16.
2-1 San Jose leads. Right wing red line. The Admirals Molendijk will dump it deep. Near trapezoid line, Carlson's clearing attempt blocked up on the glass. Cole O'Hara has it in the near corner along the goal line with 3.5 to go. Puck sent around the net. It rolls to the far corner. Nick Leddy will tap it to the right hash marks. Wallstrom held in by a pinching Englund and then knocked away to center where Edstrom on the far boards kicked it out of the skates of Chernichov. Back to the Admirals line. Molendijk, right wing O'Hara. Ridden to the boards by Carlson. Carlson couldn't clear, held in above the right circle. Molendijk to the goal line, O'Hara. Carlson knocked it away from him, and out of the zone comes San Jose as Wallstrom gets to the red line. Forced wide right, he'll chip it to the Admirals line as Englund finishes the hit on Wallstrom. Played back to neutral, here's Ratcliffe. Comes into the offensive zone, rolls it toward the net from the slot. Brossoit will clear it away. Back out to center. Osterley at the red line. Retreats to his own blue, sends it left to right for Gibson. Now ahead for Ratcliffe from outside the San Jose line. He'll play it across, but it hit the curved glass of the San Jose bench. So we'll get a whistle and a break. 2:45 to play. San Jose takes the lead. It's 2-1 Barracuda. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
Vote for your song, Drunken Lullabies by Flogging Molly.
Good choice, but still it's see you on the screen. Just scan the QR code that's popping up there.
The Admirals are going to need some late game magic once again. Down by a goal with 2:45 to play. With 3:44 remaining, San Jose's Kasper Halttunen with a shot over Matt Murray's right shoulder to make it 2-1 in favor of the Barracuda. The draw will be just outside the San Jose line on the near boards. San Jose defends the net to the right. Murray is in the Admirals' crease. Laurent Brossoit and the Barracuda defend the net to the right. As Milwaukee will have Joey Willis out with Ratcliffe and Ralston, Mateer and Gibson. Philip Biestedt will take the draw across from Joey Willis just outside the Barracuda line on the near boards. Barracuda defend the net to the right. Face-off, red line on the right, Gibson, left for Mateer. Mateer crosses the San Jose line and lifts it to the far corner where Braden Haché rolled it back to the right hash marks. Noah Beck, the defenseman, tapped it to center. Donovan Houle will angle from the right wing boards to the middle of the ice, lift the puck in the air from the center dot. Murray has to make the fair catch and hang on. 2:29 to play in the third, a 2-1 San Jose lead. Well, the draw in the near circle, stick side of Murray. As Joey Willis remains on the ice to take the face-off with Philip Biestedt in the near circle. And the face-off. Biestedt and Willis. Not yet. Linesman trying to situate them properly. Now we drop. The puck comes to the top of the left circle. Colin White spins to the left wing boards. Flips it up on the dasher around Milwaukee's goal. Ratcliffe at the far hash marks. His clearing attempt intercepted by Biestedt, who passes to the left circle. Colin White wristed to the net. Was going wide. Fought off by the blocker into the near corner where Houle gloves it down, but he's pinned to the boards from behind by the Admirals defenseman, Jack Mateer. 2:06 to go in the third. The Admirals need to get out of the zone. Down by a goal, 2-1 is the score. Mateer in the near corner. Spins away from Houle. Mateer will lift the puck to center ice. Gloved down by Haché, then it bounced off his mitt into the near circle. He backhands it toward his goal. Brossoit to stick it away to the far boards. Noah Beck will play it behind the net. Haché will carry around into the left circle and now move to the middle of the ice as he crosses the center dot. He'll lob it in the air over the head of Murray. Hung up behind Milwaukee's net. Tanner Molendyk will skate with it to the right circle. Feed it to O'Hara. Left wing onto the tape of David Edstrom. Edstrom from the red line as Murray starts to leave the crease with 1:32 to go. Now he's on the bench. The puck behind the Barracuda net. Leddy clears to the line, not out. Osterley. Right point Molendyk. Skates away from Giles into the right corner. Stops above the goal line. Center point Osterley. Top of the right circle, Molendyk. Admirals pack it down low. Osterley from the point, a shot. Say made. The rebound is there, and it dribbled wide to the near corner. Leddy will get it to the near hash marks. Cleared ahead. Giles with a backhand attempt from the red line. This is going to bounce in. Patrick Giles will put in the empty netter at 18:52. The Barracuda are up 3-1. For Patrick Giles, his 8th goal of the season. (3-1) San Jose.
Scoring his 8th goal of the season, it's number 54, Patrick Giles. Assisted by number 40, Jimmy Huntington. Time of the goal, 18:52 of the third period.
3-1 San Jose. Biestedt at center with the Admirals' Willis. The puck sent toward the Admirals' goal. Murray will clear it into the right circle for Jack Mateer. Mateer lifts it in the air to center. Glove down by Element. Element comes in onside from the slot. His shot sticked away by Brossoit. Right hash marks Willis, trying to leave it for Lynn, but Haché cut it off. He'll get it ahead to Colin White. With 48 seconds to go, White will play it to the Admirals line. Mateer turns it back. Willis on the right wing. Hit by Haché as he crossed into the offensive zone, but the puck not cleared. Now it is, as it's banked off the near wall by Donovan Houle, just across the Admirals line on the near boards. Christopher Setoff to pick it up. He'll skate ahead, moving left into the offensive zone. Bumped to the boards by Vincent. Holding the zone at the left point. A shot by Element misses the net, goes wide. Tapped from the top of the right circle by Gibson back into the near corner where Haché will feed it for Brennan Hoffman. Now left wing for Igor Afanasiev. He'll backhand it left to right at the San Jose line. 15 seconds to play. Played by Beck into the Admiral zone, far circle. Setoff sends it away left wing for Weisblatt. 6 seconds to go. Weisblatt bounces the puck into the San Jose zone. Cleared back out to neutral off the right wing wall by Beck, and the game will come to a close. San Jose beats the Admirals 3-1, the final score. Post-game show presented by Marcus Theaters is next. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and the iHeartRadio app.
shot on goal this season. Right High will donate $2 to the Community STEM Center at MSOB. The Milwaukee Admirals Power Play Foundation will match that donation. Tonight the Admirals had 27 shots on goal, adding $54 to the running total. Fans, it's time for tonight's PKSD 3 stars of the game. Number 3 star from San Jose in goal, number 93, Laurent Brossois. The number 2 star from your Milwaukee Admirals, scoring a goal tonight, his first goal of the season, number 63, Austin Roost. And the number 1 star with the game-winning goal from San Jose, number 14, Kasper Hulttunen. Fans, our next home game is going to be this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. versus Rockford. It is a Summerfest winning Elite Day. With the Admirals win, you win free tickets to a future Elite Day game. But we're not done with
Yep,
tonight.
you say when.
In just a little bit, Drop Kick Murphys.
You bring that one over here, I'll give you this.